Hello, Twitch chat. Welcome back to the grand final day of this March Nova Cup. And joining me for the cast today, I am very pleased to announce we have Offma here on my left, and we
Yo,
have Kidius K lurking in the shadows. How are you doing, gentlemen?
good, good. Looking forward to some Legion.
Yeah.
Doing good. No, nobody I'd rather be below than you two. So
I thought you'd never ask. Well, it's fun to get you guys back on stream. I don't know if you were able to catch any of the games yesterday, but we had a really fun Saturday. We had some super exciting games, especially with Team Smile. So Chuvis and Fizzlebear were really fun to watch. They actually came through their group in pole position, knocking down both Abrasiat and Barnes Kieran to get there. So no mean feat there. And as a result, by the way, Barnes Kieran actually out of the tournament on day one. I can't remember the last time that happened to Drakir and Lucy. But fear not, Lucy is back. So unfortunately, Fuzzlebear had a little bit of a family thing going on and had to drop out, and Lucy has very kindly subbed in. So she will be playing with Chuvis. We won't be watching that semi, however, because we wanted to go and see some of the teams which we didn't get to see any games yesterday. So we're going to see Team Meh, which is Quacker and who's he playing with?
Playing with Pakistan RQS, which is I
Pakistan.
think a
Okay.
first time pair for them.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool team, and they're going to be facing Abrasiat. So we did see King and Widdowson play yesterday a couple of times, of course, but yeah, Quacker and Stanley they're going to be new on the stream this month, so should be pretty fun. And we had some super exciting gameplay yesterday. So like, I don't know, what's your read on the meta at the moment, Kidius? Let me go to you first.
oh man, I think that there's some kind of interesting saves happening. It's very often like some of the most powerful units right now to open with are that Pipsqueak or a Poda. So you see a lot of kind of big sends on wave 7 and kind of huge worker pushes from those two guys either way. They're two units that really can kind of get to that ninth worker basically on wave 5 no matter what. Seeing a lot of Champion's a very powerful early game mastermind right now. In particular, if you can start with those two units that I just named, or if you can maybe get to a tier 6 or something like that. So I'm expecting a lot of that.
Mm, mm. And Champion, again, I think we talked about this yesterday, but it seems to be really strong, particularly in games that have like a big aggressive wave 11, 12 spell, because, well, you're going to have your upgraded whatever your champion is on those waves, and obviously 13% damage reduction and attack speed is pretty damn good to counter like an all-out assault or something like that, right? So it seems to work very well in the current meta. And I mean, there's just so much synergy with it, right? It's good with basically every combo in the game. It's fantastic with something like Hyper Carry, Battle Scars. So yeah, Champion certainly has its place. We didn't see too many games go ultra late yesterday. I think maybe like one game made it past wave 17. And there you can see things like Castle and Aristocrat shine. But for me at the moment, the meta seems a bit more aggressive maybe than we've had in the past few months. And as a result, those kind of more early to mid game focused masterminds, things like Fiesta Cartel seem to pair very well. Shepherd, very good right now. Yeah, it's quite an interesting thing, and it's just nice to have the meta shook up a little bit. Offma, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the mastermind meta is definitely pretty diverse. Like I think KK said, Champion is definitely a main staple for almost every team. But I think I saw like a lot of different stuff like Chaos, Shepherd, Aristocrat, Cartel, Fiesta. I think I was looking at Pakistan RQS's match history, and he's playing a lot of Minor as well, and Quacker's playing Stash. So I mean, they're not like no one is playing them. So I think every kind of a little bit of everything seems to be viable, which is always fun. And I do think the game like pace itself feels pretty good as well. Like I feel like it's pretty standard for tournament where you're having those big saves, like AK mentioned, for that wave 7, wave 6, and maybe just it was yesterday's games, but there was a lot of otherwise aggression as well in that following mid game as well. Like a lot of big 9, big 11, big 12 sends. Even saw like that one just Robo Army one shot on 13. So I think there's a lot of interesting plays going on. A lot of the games are very exciting.
Yeah, for sure. We had a ton of back and forth, and in particular, like games where one team seems to be up quite like dominating position from fairly early on. So like wave 6 seems to be very deadly. Wave 8 seems to be very deadly right now. And it might just be that those are the first waves where you happen to have like a very dangerous amount of Mythium. So something like 2 brutes on 6 into the big yellow guy on 8 has just been a really, really solid line yesterday, and I would expect to see things like that again today. But obviously, it's all role dependent, right? Like that line doesn't work into a priestess opener, for example. They tend to be pretty solid on wave 6 and wave 8. But if you open gun or if you have an angler on your board, then you can definitely expect something like that to come out. And yeah, it's just a pretty exciting back and forth. And then on the other hand, we've seen undercuts be both successful and devastating to the team who tries it, all in the same series. Like, I think we had one game yesterday with Team Smile who tried to undercut on 5. It just gave their opponents a long wave, like with a Pro League, and then they just almost died on wave 6. And then we've had something similar happen in another game in the same series, and the undercut was super successful. Like they shaved half the king HP off their opponents and gave them enough gold to be able to do really, really well against the big send when it came. So it's a really kind of dynamic meta. It feels very back and forth. And at the same time, we quite often see teams take a really strong lead fairly early in the game and then close out on like wave 11, wave 12. So pretty aggressive, and that's how we like it, right? Fast and aggressive.
Yeah, that's the way we want things. I think yesterday's game definitely lived up to it. So hopefully we get some more action.
Yeah.
Although I did see, I was looking at Dark Quacker and Backside Match History. They played like a 19-21-19 in one of their best of threes. So might also see some late game action from these guys.
Well, we're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen, because here we go. Game number 1 is ready. It's Team Meh versus Abrasiet. Let's go!
All right. Well, we have Sorcerer, Press the Attack, and Lone. Ooh, Mega Knight into Champion for Quacker. So already +1 gold on Witterson. Big
Is Witterson an idiot? Like, why didn't he get +1 gold?
Seems like a big mistake.
And Quacker's got kind of an interesting role. If he can get to that Dread Knight with both of those auras, actually all 3 auras that are good on Dread Knight there, he can really start to pop off if he can make that a champion. He's got the Flower Seedling combo, which is 7 workers on 3. Very powerful there. See if he opts for that. And double champion here. Champion Archer with the Tempest. That'll be nice.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
What about Witterson? So, I mean, Witterson, actually, his current role doesn't have a good champion target. Maybe the Angler, I suppose, but...
Yeah, he's actually in his reroll right now. So let's see what he pops out with during his reroll here.
Yeah.
A couple of things to call out here just from the bat based on spells. There's 2 pretty aggressive offensive spells now. Press the Attack, obviously, is kind of your traditional... Oh, we're going to see a Sakura here. Press the Attack is your traditional offensive spell, but Lone, the new Lone, I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity to talk about it yet, but...
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. Tell us all about the new Lone.
Yeah, new Lone, instead of being 200 gold, and I think it was like minus 30-something income, it's now 100 gold and 80 Mythium, and still minus 30 income. So 80 Mythium on top of that 100 gold is pretty offensive. You can push 2 workers and go for a big play there. All sorts of opportunities open to you.
Yeah. I guess on the flip side, though, your opponent can also pick it, and then they have the 100 gold to hold with, and maybe the 80 Mythium for king upgrades as well. So, in a way, it almost cancels itself out just by being in the game. Now, really where you're going to get a massive edge with that Lone is if, say, your opponent tries to play it greedy with, let's say, Sorcerer in this case. They want to go for the big buff spell. And you just go for this big, like, lone aggressive play, push 2 workers, 80 Mythium, like you say, and just send a massive 300 or so on wave 11. But yep, the snail coming out here from Stanley into King Downs, who did not add. That's a 67% leak for him. Widdowson, I don't think he's going to be able to full cover unless he gets like perfect split tanking here in the mid.
He's split tanking.
He split tanked, so it will take a little bit of king damage here on 2. It's not going to be huge by any means, but still.
Well, they're close to dead, but yeah.
Yeah.
A nice start to the game, nevertheless. There, 7% king damage dealt by Team Meh, and yeah.
I mean, that gold matters there. That's 9 gold, I think, to Mr. RQs. So,
yeah. 6 workers with goes for the fire archer.
Yeah,
pretty slick build.
He's getting a 60 cent here. Oh, he fine, right? Sorry, he has the champion archer. Yeah.
I think actually with the fire archer, even if it's not champion, he can hold this. This unit's just quite good when it tanks half the wave.
Yeah.
I think maybe getting kind of owned.
Hey, it's actually kind of running down, right?
I think with the champion he's chilling, but yeah. He will get to his 7th worker here. Does he go for the 8th? That's the big question.
Well, King Downs is leaking once again, only very small this time.
I mean, 8 worker is pretty crazy, but he will get the 40-10.
Yeah.
Little game freeze there. Widdowson didn't find anything better for his champion, by the way, so it is just going to be a Kingpin. I mean, it's not terrible, right? Like, Kingpin with enough stacks is getting pretty good champion value. It's obviously not the same as, say, the Shadow Dancer that Quacker... Is he still saving? No, he actually used the champion for Sakura.
He did it on the Sakura, which I don't mind. I think champion Sakura is another one of those very powerful hits for him.
Another full send into King from Dyson.
Yeah, still all income, so there's no...
Well, let's see how it goes. He does drop the Treant here, so of course pretty tanky on the first wave that you play it. He's got some really nice split tanking going on as well, so I think he's going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah, should be fine, if not just leaking small.
And I wonder if Widdowson's just going to pin on 6. He's not really pushing too hard, and his roll doesn't really do much else. I guess he can play for Deep Coiler.
I think he'll just Deep Coiler on 6 and then have the ability to push a lot on 7, and based on what they do on 8, he can still push with the Deep Coiler and then get Kingpin on 9, is my guess of the line.
Unless he's going for the Pee-wee shift right here.
It could be the Pee-wee shift.
And it doesn't look like Quacker will punish him or try. I don't think that he anticipated either.
I think I prefer the Coiler line, though. Like, it lets you be a lot more greedy with your Kingpin because it's just giga strong on 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
Well, he's going for the Atrocity, right? He has the second Angler stacking up, so he'll use the first pin to get the second pin.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, he definitely loses a little bit, but hopefully the push he gets from having the pin early is more important.
Quacker, by the way, went 11 workers here with his champion Sakura.
Hey, you'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Going psycho mode.
Wow, and he can also just kind of auto-send into Widdowson here, and Widder can never get above 7 workers with this build for a bit.
Widdowson needs to income send again, by the way, to get his Kingpin.
Super long
And these are really long waves, while Quacker has 11 workers to Widdowson's 7. This is really good for Team Bar.
A 45 second wave there.
Yeah, he got 100 in income because of that push. I mean, he's going to leak everything on 7, probably. Well, actually, King had the income him here, so...
Yeah, I think he's...
I mean, he'll probably still leak, but... He'll do okay.
So 90 stats on that Kingpin, obviously, could be much higher. I don't know. I think I really like the Coiler line instead, but I guess at least here, he can just full push. He'll be catching up on workers next wave. But let's see. Let's keep eyes on...
second bounty as well.
Yeah, he gets the second bounty here, I think, is normally what happens.
We'll see what
but then you can't full push, right? Like, I don't know, it feels just like you're in an awkward position.
Yeah, I mean,
I would expect him to full push and maybe bounty on 8. Like his Angler's not full stacked, so he can still...
Quacker is holding, by the way, so he's getting away with his 11 worker push.
I think he's about to not get away. Well, I don't know.
He's pretty good. King can only send 100 Mythium.
Yeah, the brute is not unlikely to be sniped with seedlings in the mix
Is
too.
he gonna buzz too?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
You
He
never
should
know.
add this other seedling here if he
Yeah, I mean, I would probably full build as well
Yeah.
because it's wave 7 in your Sakura, but I can respect it. He's on value.
Witterson did push, by the way.
Yeah.
He did, but he's only caught up to what Quacker had on wave 5.
Yeah. But the income differential here is not crazy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I think his spot is decent.
Let's keep
sure,
eyes
just-
on Quacker's lane to see how well he gets away with this
Sakura
wave
isn't
7
really
Sakura.
taking quite enough.
Yeah, this is not ideal.
It's
I-
slightly
Brute is
under
not
tank
getting
at the
sniped
start.
crucially.
Oh, we just
Well,
got
it
onto
is
the brute.
now, but
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
that's
this
fine.
is I mean, he was 11 workers for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no king damage.
One thing to note here, big
Oh,
send
yeah.
potentially on.
That wave 8.
I'd imagine it'll be here.
Kingdan's not terrible there though. Like Daphne pretty
he has
good.
some
He's just
stuff.
going for income send. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an awful lot of impact damage. I wouldn't have minded a full send here. When you hit that 160 mark on wave 7 or 8, it's pretty
Yeah.
hard to say no to it. But it is a big risk.
He doesn't really have a good option, right? He can't do two things. Like he has like pieces that might be good, but then doesn't really have that one thing that'll be the big answer to the send. Like he goes for the halo, maybe thinking that he's getting like a pack or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the split as well, so he is trying to pull that big mercenary to the right, but he's only getting dinos, so
Yeah. Witterson did send into
Yeah.
Pakistan here, which I think is pretty lucky for Pakistan.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
playing pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
and he's
I mean,
very
that's
weak
great.
on
He gets
9
away
as
with
well,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Witterson's other option would be like you skip and you get the bounty here and then you go 9. But
yeah,
I
exactly.
can kind of respect like he feels like he needs to push.
I mean, he's really getting away with murder here. 720 value. I mean, this is a strong wave, but if Witterson had skipped 1 and tried to go for a 9 send, I think Stanley would be in trouble.
Yeah.
They do double leak to income here, so
do.
bit of an oopsie.
So does King.
Quacker should not be leaking here.
Yeah, it's obviously, I mean, losing stacks with Sakura is never good, and when you have champion, it's even more important.
I think it's
Yeah.
this Walshroom that he built in front of the canopy, right? I think his Sakura just didn't tank enough.
Yeah.
Died too
Witterson,
quick.
19 workers.
Yeah, he's
Ooh.
pushing.
Not going to be punished here either. A brute here
Yeah.
probably leaks him. Or even just
Alright.
robos.
I think I take it back in terms of Witterson's line in this game. Like having 19
Yeah.
workers on 9, I think he's done. I think he's made the right choice.
He's back.
Yeah. But King's game is only getting harder from here. He
Yeah.
is, of course, Chaos.
Chaos.
and
And he
England.
does have this, right? So,
Yeah, but I mean, this is just brutal right now. 124 income.
but he is the only guy who's not champion, so there's some hope.
Yeah. Quacker probably just builds the Dread Knight here and
I think you
Or
just
not
accept the
to
leak on 10 with
Yeah,
Quacker's build,
yeah.
right?
Can't really hold 10.
But I wonder if they skip. I'd be curious.
Yeah, I mean,
Quacker's almost
I think-
certainly
I think-
leaking to
yeah.
no send, right? I think you can.
I feel
you
like
can skip.
yeah. Income
Definitely
King into 13 might make a lot of sense for them too. You see double Kingpin, almost triple Kingpin.
yeah, it's a pretty long wave as well.
Okay. This is the full
Mimic.
send. So Mimic coming out into Quacker, who was almost certainly leaking to no send.
Yeah,
Yeah. It will be a Brute into Witterson.
no, I think that's into King, right?
Into King, yeah.
Oh, it's in a King.
Yeah,
there we go.
just-
King is
Just because
so
he's probably
strong
always-
here, though. This Brute is
Yeah, that's an
a
interesting
smack
one.
for him.
I was certain that it was into Witterson.
Yeah. I do think Quacker could have gotten some punishes in against Witterson. Like he
Yeah.
was playing super undervalue on 8 and 9,
Yeah.
and potentially even here, right?
Yeah, but you know, you move on. Quacker ignoring the Mimic completely. Not a bad situation.
Yeah, although I think he would have been okay with like killing the Mimic.
Yeah,
Just because he's never going to kill the boss. But Dyson will cover, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I do think this does mean that honestly, Witterson might be burning next wave.
Only
I
8
think
gold
he
on that
certainly will
Mimic
be
as
with
well, by the way.
24 workers.
It is a full cover at least.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that wave 13 is looking pretty good right now, which is probably their plan, I would have to imagine.
Widdowson,
Yeah.
24 workers right now, gents. This
Yeah.
is he's pushing.
Low
Yeah.
here means Pakistan's even lower income now.
Still almost
But-
equal to King.
Yeah, right.
I'm surprised he didn't go Sork Firelord.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's really good on 16.
It's like more than double the Phoenix's mana regen, right? So it's just
Yeah.
it makes it so tanky.
And then with Archer, you can just play fat split with it then, because you just have a Firelord that never dies on your.
Yeah.
It took me like half a second to realize why we shouldn't put the archer or give the sorcerer to the archer, but those are the good old days.
Yeah.
So his Sork LOD here is also really strong.
Yeah. Cracker's build is pretty immense, in my opinion.
Yeah, if he gets to the juice, he should be looking good, but he's not gonna do that good on 13, right? He'll do okay, but I think
Oh, no,
it'll be
champion.
Pakistan's job.
Champion Sakura is pretty good.
Well, I just mean he's not gonna have like both of these, right?
No.
Which
Yeah.
is like where his build would have a like really good chance. But I mean, it's not gonna do bad. I mean, King has a great 13 answer as well as he has the Rogue Wave.
I
Chaos,
think I'd be
which is
tempted
nice.
to just put this thing on the Sakura right now because that's your carry unit for the next couple of waves.
I
Yeah,
can see that. Yeah,
I agree. But
I thought he was gonna go for the big dancer here into White Mane next, but he went for this like APS plus some antlers.
yeah.
Well, the tank value is good on 13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we should see imps into King Dan's. That's kind of the obvious
Yeah.
thing that I want to call out.
Double 4-eye here into Pakistan maybe.
Yeah. It's hard for him to get to it in income.
Oh,
close.
just
Yeah,
Just
income from
Guns,
Widdowson.
I
He's
think that's
playing
fair.
very greedy.
I think it's the right line
Yeah.
for him.
I mean, do you look at Stanley's value here? I mean, he's got a good he's got one good unit, right? And the rest of his stuff is kind of dead.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if he wanted to play for a leak, I think he could have, right? Like 4-eye and then just go after income with the second one.
Yeah, but on 13, if you do right there with a melee unit, you're actually chilling.
Yeah, I think he would dodge it, but it might still be the best send.
Yeah, I'm
like you guarantee
I'm sure
people to
he would definitely leak. Yeah, but I think that Quacker is also potentially holding here.
Well, let's see how well
Well,
King and
look at
Widdowson
that
do
guy.
because they both receive a full send here. 500 odd Mythium
Yeah.
for both. Both have Sorcerer, so Sorcerer
It was
Halo for the King and Hades for Widdowson. Really
Giga.
strong spells.
Giga Mimic into Witterson, where he's shown 2 Kingpins, one with Champion.
Yeah, that's
He is going to leak,
interesting.
but I wonder if 4-eye was just better there if you're
Maybe
trying to
Ogre,
target.
even?
Hoga.
yeah.
Yeah, I like Hoga.
You might have expected the big Uzora this way.
King leaks
Yeah,
just
I think
barely.
you
You have to
also
assume
had to
it's
build
gonna be
Hades, right?
Yeah, he has Sorcerer on it
I
already.
think it's good versus the Hades.
It is
Yeah.
good versus
But,
the Hades.
I mean, shutdown, double leaks, it's a little bit of something.
Yeah, but the problem is now Witterson has this for 15 and this for 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The game
tricky.
gets-
They may have to play for an income line next.
Yeah. I mean, 16 is really not terrible, in particular into Dan. So
Yeah.
maybe just identify that and
Well,
He's playing Chaos though. There's just no way that King Dan's doesn't find something in the next couple of waves.
The interesting
Yeah.
thing is just everyone is so pushed.
yeah, I mean, this could be 15 just right
Yeah,
away.
like Quacker is just full pushing, but Witterson is, well, whatever the opposite of full pushing is. Like, he pushed, but I mean, he has so much, he has so many resources this game, he can kind of do whatever.
Widdowson's
Yeah.
income is pretty crazy actually. He's 100
Yeah.
more than everybody else in the game.
It's like some Ashton numbers.
Yeah. We have a Widdowson problem.
Yeah.
We have a Witterson problem, and that'll be full 160 Mythium into Pakistan here.
Yeah.
And they're pushing, so they're going.
Yeah, I mean, Quacker's,
they're
yeah,
15.
they're both just, okay. I like that.
Widdowson's plus value
love
right
it.
now though, and this thing is such a menace on 15 with
Yeah,
Sorcerer.
I mean, Kraken plus
Kraken is
some,
there.
some juice, maybe, after income with this many workers.
Kraken's good.
They are
He's
seeing
making a
something
real
in Quacker's
long wave.
lane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a Giga Pro League, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long is this?
62.
43 seconds. Not bad.
Maybe they send like they got the shaman on Witterson. They
I
wanted
would be
to.
surprised. I feel like
Yeah.
they've committed to skipping.
They do skip. That's kind of
Oh.
ballsy for King and Widders.
This might be
Actually-
double cracking into Witterson, in which case
Yeah.
he'd do very poorly. King Dance
Uh.
did get to his area in his role here.
Yeah, that was well done by him, I think.
Yeah, really well played.
He won't
I
quite
don't think the Cracker gets
get the
to
double
it.
Kraken. He's going to be, what?
A little bit short.
Yeah.
Wait, 41 times 15? What is that?
He's on about
Quick
320,
maths.
I think.
I mean, shaman, sure, good enough.
Yeah, Shaman's
kind of.
not bad.
I mean,
Ram-
he doesn't
Ram
have
could be good as
he has
well.
very little arcane.
Yeah.
I like the ramp.
And here's what I want to see is a resend, no matter what, from
Yeah.
Quacker in Pakistan here.
I would expect that as well. I do think it's a mistake to have this Kraken in the split potentially.
Yeah.
Right, his Hades is now solo hitting it. I mean, at least the Drake isn't hitting it. That's something.
Yeah, second
The
check
Drake
gets
is more
it, now
DPS than the
goes
Hades, right?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
But
actually
it's-
really
it's
bad.
the
for
classic, like,
Witterson.
if you just had both of your kingpins on the left hitting it.
He
Yeah.
does kill it with that final summon, just barely.
Yeah.
King
That
Dan's,
was
though.
one thing.
Yeah.
Azaria
Zarya was helpful, it seems.
Yeah.
is Azaria tanked almost 7,000 and dealt 9,000.
Is
That's
that good?
pretty
though?
good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That is
good.
rough.
But recent, yeah, it could be juicy, right?
They
Should
knew
be
about the
at least
priestess,
a
though,
read.
right? He had the priestess down on 14.
He did not.
Ah.
He added that on 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, they skip.
Oh,
Well,
interesting. I mean, Quacker could hold here.
Okay,
Quacker
imps.
could definitely hold versus Imps.
you think? I feel like the imps are fast enough to get through the guys, but yeah, I mean, you never know with DK, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
it's also the reason that I say that is because I thought he would go like 5 seedlings over here, and then the imps are just instant targeted by the Sakura, and you're really happy with that. But he
Surely
does
he's not
know
just
the
going to
tech.
shift 48 gold. Surely.
Surely
It's
he
all
is.
good.
I fear.
Quacker!
All right.
Well, the Sakura is tanking very nicely,
Yeah.
actually.
That's well done for sure. Now it comes down to the
Damn these
Pakistan is
phoenixes.
gonna snipe one.
Yeah.
All right.
it's like some kind of insane aggro with
Yeah,
the
that's
Harper
pretty
tanking
nice.
it.
He will be
Yeah.
leaking decently, though.
Yeah, they're both leaking.
As
I
will
think they're
Quacker.
ahead after this. Actually, I think it's just
Pretty
19
small
from
leads,
here.
Yeah.
I mean, Widdowson and Kingdowns are getting a huge amount of gold here, and Widdowson's income is absolutely snowballing out of control.
Yeah. But Quacker is.
Quacker does
is,
have the juice. I mean, they both have the juice for 19, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone has.
Oh, they go here? Boone's Law violated?
I mean, I guess I
mean-
can see it. Witterson has his main damage is a Hades, right? So
Yeah. And King
Kinda
is not
makes
the
sense.
best here.
yeah, I can see it. I mean, King does have this thing, but he's kind of
Hedging.
thinking for the
Yeah.
future, right? But he might not expect it too. They did
Yeah.
just break Boone's suggestion at this point.
I mean, this is a tough send from Pakistan, too. That the AoE damage of King Dan's is not
Yeah, he
the
sent
most.
he sent the expecting that, right?
Yeah. But he might shift here. I wouldn't be shocked.
No, he went Feta. I mean,
Okay.
that's not bad for them. And full
Alright.
arc tears here from Witterson. I mean, I do
Yeah.
not think they were expecting this.
Well, this needs to work, otherwise Bar are pretty much just guaranteed to lose. The Azaria tanking fantastically there in King's Lane, still alive in fact. Gate looks like it's getting full value. In Widdowson's lane, meanwhile, the Kingpins are finally going down, but they've done their job. He will be leaking, but it's not
Yeah, he's
terrible
leaking-
there
he's
for
leaking
Widders.
A lot, but King is
King
just
is
full
just-
holding.
King is
Yeah.
just holding. Yeah, the Azaria absolutely magical there. 81% for Widdowson. And a
It's
full
unfortunately
hold
just
for
not the
King.
right send into King Dan's. He sent
Yeah.
assuming that there'd be more boars. Maybe he didn't identify that it's not chaos yet or something, but
Well, I think maybe he just didn't realize that they wouldn't think it's 17. You know,
yeah.
so like he wouldn't go for red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll get some decent gold here. I mean, Quacker just
Yeah.
got plus like 300.
I mean, they have to go
I'm not sure
20,
it matters
right, into
though. I think
Quacker?
the momentum
just
shift in
19,
Abrasiat's favour is huge after that. Like the fact
Yeah,
that King
Quacker.
Dans is able to hold there, they have all of the Mythium lead, they have, yeah, it's things are looking rough. I think for Team Sheep.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Can
think it's
something good
closer.
happen in Quacker's lane on 19?
Yeah, I think Quacker can do quite well here.
Oh, he can for sure. He can still drop another APS here on the double DK at the back as well. Maybe stick one on your Sakura for good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pakistan is thinking about shifting.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's
Not at
too
all.
scary, right?
Just thinking about what to build, I think.
Yeah. Quacker unfortunately does kill his Sakura here.
Sedge.
Which it actually does matter in the late game in
Yeah.
particular. The stacks of the late game are quite a lot. And Pakistan is suiciding into King Dan's.
Okay, so they want to go 19.
I think they want to go 20, right?
No, I think
Uh,
they're sending. I
oh,
think everybody's sending here.
I think if they don't send, they're
Okay,
dead.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do.
Yeah, I'm not sure
that
about
makes more
this
sense.
suicide line from Pakistan.
Feels a little
I
late.
feel like-
Yeah.
It's really late. Yeah, like if he had done that earlier, like the second that the wave 17 send fails, then maybe.
Yeah. Oh well.
We'll see. I mean, King is quite undervalued from what we can
Yeah.
see. And
I also-
Quacker,
The Rams into Dread Knight is terrible. It's really bad, actually.
yeah, I mean, he has only melee damage, right?
Yeah, and also just send the Kraken guy. Stun his melee damage.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
Dread Knights can't do if they're stunned? They can't make more clones of
Yeah.
themselves.
He's right.
Either that or you
but-
just send pure damage, right? Like,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
go imps or something.
We do
He's
see-
already shown that he has.
Quacker has identified the Kraken unit over here.
absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful Sakura tanking there by the
Yeah.
Quackster.
And look at these. The Rams are just AFK.
The Rams are
getting
doing nothing. They're not
beaten.
like
Yeah,
they're
I
just
think
now
Quacker's
tanking
just
one
full
ranged
holding here.
MPS.
Well,
I think he's actually quite easily full holding.
Yeah,
his
Quackster.
DKs are getting focused. Oh, he has one left.
Yeah, but the wave is dead already. There's one alive. Meanwhile, Wibberman, that is a leak over there. King Dan's holds though. Okay, that's going to be the
Yeah,
difference
okay.
maker. King holds,
this
King wins
30.
the game. There's
Close.
no way for Quacker to cover.
I think had Pakistan
maybe.
not suicided, they maybe just come out
Live,
of this.
right?
Yeah. I mean, Stanley has a really good wave 19 roll with the Alpha Males, with the Leviathans. He can probably,
Yeah.
if not
Even with
hold,
low
do
value.
very, very well.
Yeah. Interesting game. Interesting 17.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a bolt call. It almost worked.
17 was weird. I think Boone's suggestion needs to be enshrined back into legislation, I think, because like, it really shows here. They did okay on 16, right? But they gave so much gold from leaks, from pillage gold,
Yeah.
that Widdowson and Kingdans, I mean, they're adding more than 1,000 value each on wave 17, and as a result, King can just hold.
Yeah, even building like Feta and stuff, he was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, even not building for the wave, it's just his value is so high, the send is not enough, and yeah, that's game. I feel like if they had just committed and skipped there on 17, they're in a really good spot. If the game just goes to 18 or 19 even, I think they're in a really, really good position. But like this, I mean, well, we all saw it, right? Widdowson and Kingdowns, they are now 1-0 here in the semi-finals. So, what do you guys think? Like, what do Team Bar need to do differently to even up the score?
I mean, candidly, I felt like Team Ba was in the front seat of this game almost the entire time, despite Witterson being, so far ahead in power score. I felt like his unit quality was actually much lower. And Team Ba was also able to kind of identify and correctly go for the waves that they wanted to go for. I think that the 17 was a little bit suspect, and I also think the send on 17 was wrong. I'm sure, actually, that there's a send that works there, but it's really hard to play into that because it's like, oh, are you really going to send imps when you've already seen a great boar on the board and stuff like that? So I don't know. I wouldn't say that they should feel like they have to change anything up. I was quite pleased with their gameplay. It was just, made a wrong call in the late game, and that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think they played quite well, and yeah, I mean they had chances to win the game, right? Like good chances. So
Yeah.
I think they don't need to change anything up.
I just double checked, by the way, and Kingdans did place that priestess on 14. So
Oh
that
wow.
makes
he
Yeah.
did.
that makes the
He
15th
had it.
end, I think, really bad
Yeah.
from
Has
Stanley.
to be
Like
a Kraken, right, or a Needler at
Ma-
least.
He
Mass
actually he
Brutes,
had
when
it
you
in his
know
roll
that he
on 15
has,
as well.
yeah, you know the
Well, of
Azaria is
course.
going to come out, and you send Mass Brutes, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just press the Kraken button. This is the best merc in the game right
It's
now.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
Stunning the opponent is powerful.
Yeah. I guess it kind of feels bad to send Kraken into Sorcerer MPS, like, so I can
Yeah.
maybe see that. But Shaman Brutes isn't it, right? Like, I don't know.
That probably need
Needler?
at least
Needler
yeah,
already
versus
looks pretty good.
Azaria.
Hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, the other reason that I feel good about Team Ba here is that they Team Abrassir made a lot of errors. I think that Witterson choosing to income on 13 was interesting when he got to the double 4-eye there. I think that there was some incorrect split management, particularly in the early game. So I'm curious to see if they can capitalize.
Well,
Yeah,
we're about to
definitely.
find out because game number 2 is here. Now remember, Quacker and Stanley, they need to win this game to stay in the tournament. But Abrassir, if they have their way, will be knocking them out 2-0. So let's see.
Pixie Fiesta.
Pixie Fiesta, Cartel locked in, kind of a tough Cartel roll.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Minor Shepherd.
So
Ooh,
Shepherd,
King
I
Dans
think,
has-
is really good against Fiesta Cartel because it just is a very early game focused mastermind. Miner, though, I don't think so. I think Miner's pretty bad into the kind of aggressive early game that you expect from Fiesta Cartel.
Yeah, I
we'll
mean, it
see.
just depends. If the Fiesta Cartel players opt to not, save for a long time, then Miner's actually very good into this situation because it's going to be a high worker push game, and that's exactly what Miner wants. But if they're saving, if they're trying to hit big timings on 6 or 8, etc., I think that Miner's a bad choice into it. So. King Dan's actually has one of the best possible openers with the Shepherd here, which is the Goblin Copter. Of course, the Treasure Hunt, in my opinion, is the best opener possible. You should always play it if you can. And the Gargoyle is just the best unit on Wave 3. So a lot of good
A
stuff
really
over
nice
there.
roll. A really nice roll.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit worried about his Wave 7 right now, but they can maybe find some answer to that between here and then. Snail into Widderson. Will this be a leak? I think Howler's not fantastic on Wave 1.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, 125 is not enough value to hold
Yeah.
a Snail.
He's not really using the
Well,
passive at
doesn't-
all on the Howler.
Doesn't Garg hold here? And Tower's
Garg
better
is
than
a-
Garg?
Garg is
Nope.
actually better than Howler.
Yes, now I'm seeing that.
So 42% leak there for Widderson. Quacker, a very nice Fiesta with those Pixies. He's not going 6 workers yet, so maybe playing it a little bit stable.
No, he's got a,
Oh, he is. He
he's
has
got a
he has the
good-
worker shift
yeah.
clicked. Okay.
Yeah.
The money just hadn't quite hit his bank account.
There
But
we
King
go.
Dan's, very notably, is the only player who did not get to that 20 Lithium, so he will be playing down 6 income.
Yeah, but he does have the rats to
Yeah.
keep it coming.
And I'd imagine he just sends a DT here and is quite happy with the gold.
Yeah,
That is going to be devastating as well. Dragon Turtle into Quacker's build.
well, he
Yeah.
has the...
Oh, doesn't send it? Wow.
Doesn't send it. That's crazy. Quacker would leak everything.
Well, he might get to double DT on 3, and then, like, normally you do okay on 3 with double Pixie, but
Yeah.
against double DT, you're about to leak literally 100%.
Yeah. Well, 67%
Actually,
to no
the-
send, so
yeah.
I guess he didn't really need to send the post-income DT anyway.
No. But the way for Quacker to play around
Got his
that
guy.
is to Seedling at the top right here, so we'll see.
Let's see.
He can also
Something
just
super
play
long
Gargoyle
wave.
as well, right?
Yeah. I'm really surprised that Witterson leaks with the Gargoyle there to the Snail. That, I thought, was fine.
Maybe just a little unlucky as well.
Yeah.
He only
The
leaked
King
one
is
creep,
going
right?
double DT, and
And Quacker is going double Seedling. He is in
it might be good
trouble.
night Dark Quacker on wave 3.
Oh, but he did not place this Seedling up higher in order to dodge the double DT. That's something to know.
He's
Yeah.
not a Noah. Confirmed
He is an
unknowing.
unknower. Pakistan, easy 7 workers here.
He's
He's
getting 80 into Witterson if he wants,
He
and
does
he
want.
goes
He
for
wants
it.
to end
That might be something.
Let's
Fiend
see.
is
The
pretty
Fiend
good.
is right. Yeah.
Yeah, but just look
This
at Quacker's
should
lane.
be a
He's going to kill
Got the
one
DT.
DT. He's
seen
attacking
worse.
the wave now.
I don't think
Okay.
he's doing terribly.
77.
The unfortunate thing is that Pakistan
Yeah.
always just leaks the
yeah.
DT and
Yeah.
can never cover. But Witterson is going for a leak of his own again. So Witterson now is he's lost 6 gold. Let's see how much he loses from this.
Well, they're about to get
Death
quite
gets
a
the
bit
game
of
for
gold
him.
from this king damage as well.
Yeah, they are getting tickled slowly to death. And King is holding it down every wave.
Alright, so 20% HP shaved off the king of team. Meh.
Oh man.
DTs for everyone.
He's going to reach double DT again, I think. Maybe slightly
Maybe?
short. I think he's 1 or 2 Mythium short.
Yeah, this is actually a weird position where Quacker I think just goes the 3rd Chloropixie, but
Yeah, he
he's opting
could.
for double Garg instead.
It is weird with his units.
Yeah.
Kid K, it looks like there's a question for you in Twitch chat, by the way, if you have it open.
Oh. Let's see the question.
Alright, so another 60 send here for Quacker with his double Pixie. What's the damage going to be now?
It's really, he kind of messed up his position with that first guard, because Pixie on the left isn't actually split tanking. Well, maybe it'll be fine on 6. or
This is
something,
pretty
but-
nice, though. 29%
I mean, this is a great
leak
leak for
there.
him, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he would have held if he positioned better, honestly.
Yeah, so sometimes the art of Fiesta is positioning poorly.
Yeah.
He's right.
The other thing is that Kingdans was literally like 1 Mythium away from the double
Yeah.
BT, and then Quacker would have been leaking really badly.
Yeah.
And Brute
Brute.
and King Dance. Pretty cheeky, especially.
seen the
yeah.
Dragon.
I think he's just
Pretty
fine,
crazy,
right? Like
but-
he's on value.
Yeah,
he has
I
good
mean-
unit quality.
Ooh.
No, I think I mean that's exactly what I would have built here. I'm curious.
How does this
Witterson,
do?
I'm surprised that he did not get sent here because this
He didn't
this
quite
is
get
actually
rid of
not
makeup.
enough. It's just not enough DPS on the boss here. This Adam can die to a double robo.
Yeah.
Well,
but-
he does have the Howler passive.
He is a wooing.
I guess Quacker already has eyes on 7, and King's not looking great there either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or even just 6 is fine into Witterson as well, right?
Here's the thing.
Does
They're
seem to
not.
be a bit
They're
of a
not in
lead.
the they're not in the driving seat right now.
Yeah,
After
true.
sending here.
On the bright side, Wooderson can't afford to push with all of this pressure coming in from Quacker.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Quacker does get to like imps if he wants it. Like,
Both seedlings still alive, though. That's 10
think he
Mythium that
goes-
he'll never see again.
He goes mole here if he sends it all.
Bull could be pretty juicy, actually. Yeah, that's a good point.
But oh, it
Imps?
is imps.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course he doesn't listen to Kid K.
Yeah.
No. I would hate to send the right thing here. Oh, Quacker rolled his
Oh.
disciple away.
he
Or
goes.
sorry, his gun and goes
He's
Lumerian.
scared of
6.
6 here.
Oh,
because
he
of the
is
long
in
wave.
real trouble next wave, though.
But I think Witterson may be in real trouble this wave. He is
He
quite literally
is, but
minus
here's the
200.
thing: it's just income sends coming out from Pakistan, so Kingdans should be able to cover quite easily, especially like with the healing value to keep his things alive.
Yeah,
Minus
Quacker
180
having
might be a
run
new
there.
record on wave 6.
Oh, and he kills his first Adam.
Yeah, maybe Pakistan was supposed to just save, and even if it's just he goes
Oh.
income on 6, but
That's a full
Well,
house
I-
from Witterson.
yeah.
Yeah.
he will get to bunk off of this probably. But I can't imagine you can hold 7 with these 3 units on your board.
No.
Yeah, and also the bunk is good, but does King even go Mimic versus this, or doesn't he just go Ogre either way?
I think the yellow guy,
Yeah.
there he is, and
Yeah,
Witterson
yeah.
can do the same.
And maybe trouble in Ba down.
Yeah.
I admire the
Things are-
Apotopma.
Well, he goes mimic actually.
All right.
That's
Okay.
into Pakistan. That's correct.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He can go trees here.
Witterson will
Yeah,
get the brute as
Trees are
well.
good. more DPS is also good for Pakistan. I mean, there's a chance that he goes Boom Tree here and just does incredible.
Yeah, or at least gets the wave super low HP for the king.
Yeah. I mean, the goal is survival here. I'm not sure that they live. These are just terrible units on Quacker's side. So,
And
Yeah, I
Ogre
think
on the
going for
king
the
with
Lunaria-
no attack upgrades is super deadly.
yeah. They've got 2 attack upgrades and
And this bunk is just not split tanking, right? It's full.
yeah. Okay, so here's the first boom. And yeah, he's doing quite well, I think.
Yeah.
This is livable.
He's doing well, but the Ogre getting through on full HP.
I'd
58
say
and
Quacker did quite
72.
well with all that gold he got from wave 6.
Yeah, he
Even
did, for
with
sure.
Double pixie. Like,
But,
if he had a gun, right? Like, this is just a full hold almost. Or at least just the ogre.
This
Yeah.
is still insane damage,
But,
though. Like, Ogre
yeah, I
reaching
mean,
the king
Hermit-
is crazy.
Hermit Ogre is invulnerable on wave 7.
Yeah,
I
yeah, they're dead. Yeah,
think
wow.
they're dead, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Pipsqueak on 7, this is what I'm telling you guys.
Yeah, you cannot underestimate these mercenaries this stage of the game. Ogre, Mimic, Hermit reaching the king. Like we were all saying just how well they both did on that wave 7. 58%, 72%, but that's enough to deal 100% king damage. And there was still enough to spare, right? Like the Mimic was still full HP. There was still a bunch of wave creeps alive. This, I don't know, the that much Mythium walking into your lane and reaching the king at this stage of the game is just absolutely devastating.
Yeah. I mean,
I have
yeah.
a game, by the way. I don't know what game it is, but the other series is still ongoing.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, because that's 2-0 now. So Abracea, they are guaranteed through to the finals. And if we flip over to the other side of the bracket, it looks like a 1-1 there between...
Ooh.
okay, so let me just update the scoreboard and then we can hop into that and catch game 3 on the other side of the bracket.
Something
Chivas
spicy.
is champion egg.
Champion
Wow.
Egg and Lucy has a Brute into Atrocity's 6-worker Podo on 3. So,
And yeah.
bad news for Atrocity here.
And Chivas, I think,
And
is
good-
getting away
yeah.
with champion egg.
Good news for Chuvas.
Wow.
So, Team Smile looking pretty good. I mean, Brute straight onto the Priestess here.
Alright, just loading into game 3, and let's go.
Wow. And Adonis has just one of the
Wow.
chaos builds of all time.
What a beast he he actually kept his Sea Dragon alive.
Yeah.
Might matter in the
He's
mid.
covering, right?
Yeah, I think that was quite important, so that they don't take that much game damage.
Yeah, a brute on 3 can do like 10% on its own.
We'll see how
it is
much.
on its own.
Yeah,
They
let's see how
somehow,
much.
wait, they've also somehow got 4 attack and 2 AoE on wave 3.
Yeah, that's
they have a
pretty
lot of
crazy.
hang-ups.
What is going on here?
Maybe
I'm
he
so
just spam
interested.
king up the egg.
Yeah, must have been.
I mean, Troops' spot should be insane, right? I mean,
Yeah, he has a fully hatched champion Hydra. Like, that thing is just a menace.
Well, and the other thing to know about his role here is that he's got the Warp Wing, and Warp Wing stacking with the 41% damage reduction on Champion Hydra is pretty good.
I think it just makes the wave heal the Hydra, right?
Yeah, it goes inverted and it heals your king.
Yeah.
Heal Hydra.
Heal Hydra.
Hydra. Oh, goodness.
Oh, these puns are off the charts.
I mean, his late game build is also just insane, right? Like he's got a flying build with the pulse flood and the warp wing.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think,
very close.
Wow.
Juicy.
Yeah, and Atrocity is stash. I take it he hasn't popped it yet.
10th worker on
10
Atrocity here.
workers. What a
Yeah,
chat.
pretty
Comes
wild.
in. But I do think that this wave is
Yeah.
coming next.
Yeah, wave 7 is gonna be. Well, I
It's
think
gonna be-
everyone likes wave 7 here.
Surely he leaks, though, right? There ain't no way that Priestess and a veteran hold wave 5.
Oh, it does decent versus Snail. It does pretty well versus Snail. You might be disappointed.
Atrocity is
no.
going for that Max King speedrun as well.
Yeah, oh my god, another 2 king ups.
The
All
bet
right.
is down. It's Priestess versus all the creeps.
And
If
one
this
more heal.
if this holds, I'm flashing my Jules emote. Don't try and stop me.
And
Okay,
gosh,
42%.
he
Yeah.
Champion
imagine
Photo
if he
does hold
sends
there
a lizard.
Easily. Champion Photo holds easily there, for what it's worth.
Right. Our champion's
Unfortunately-
broken though, man.
He can't put the stash on his photo.
Ugh, what a waste. He does get extra gold from the photo there.
That
or
is
the
true.
stash.
That is true.
One thing to
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
Brute.
That's true.
He's getting the full
That's
send now though.
fantastic.
So
Yeah, he's in
Lucy
trouble.
sniffing the greed there on 5, realizing it's a push and not just a shift. And I think Atrocity's going to be in a spot of bother here on wave 6.
Just
Yeah,
a spot,
I agree.
And Adamas, cleverly,
He bothered.
yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
Adam's playing very
what
safe,
else?
so should be able to cover here. Let's see, not quite reaching the robo here is Lucy, so only being able to
Oh,
add another
wow.
snail.
Only one onto the Poto too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I think
unfortunate.
that's the.
And now it
that's
tanks
the-
everything?
no!
Now
Wow,
it takes
that's
everything.
live.
To the Poto.
Jesus.
Ooh, goodness gracious. This is going bad to worse for the left team here.
A spot of bother indeed. There is the leak on Atrocity. 75% it is.
The cover machine is here, though.
Yes.
I mean, is he? He's not going to be able to cover too
Yeah, I don't
much
think
there.
he's holding everything.
His aggro is absolutely
In fact,
best
he
though
might
in the
have
mid.
the worst aggro imaginable.
No, this is good.
This is really good, yeah.
Kills the 2.
Okay, I thought his bounty wasn't going to get the drop done, but...
No.
Well, he
But it should be
he's
Brute
just getting
Brute
rooted
here.
again, yeah.
I think it'll be another one from Chuvas, although he could income. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a Cannoneer kills him just as well as a Brute does.
Well, he can
Lucy
get
reaches
the-
second brute here as well because she has 13 workers here on wave 7.
Well, she didn't go for it, right? Or?
No, she'll get it.
Oh, she'll get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, unfortunately, more trouble.
I mean,
Yeah,
Atrocity is
Power
just going to
Dominance
leak
deserves this.
pretty badly
Yeah,
once
yeah.
again.
The skeleton with the sea dragon. More than
Yeah,
enough.
well, and the problem is Atrocity just has the most expensive split of all time, so it's hard for him to
Yeah.
adjust for 7.
Well, he boosts his Peewee.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
That is pretty expensive, don't get me wrong. Oh, the brute's straight onto the photo as well, or?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Well, it's not too
probably
bad. It's
better
actually
for that.
tanking.
If the poker
Yeah.
goes down here after the heal, though,
Oh,
which,
yeah, I never picked up
one
the
more
brute.
hit,
goes.
it's
It
dead.
goes.
It's
Wow.
dead, yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. Champion Potas hold all of this, by the way.
And
Kid K with the
Lucy-
champion
I
propaganda.
mean, Lucy with a Pipsqueak on her board is minus 160 and doing really good against income. So
Yeah, that's an absolute pro leak there from FC Lucy.
getting away with murder.
She's stoked.
And she has queued up another brute.
Yeah, this is starting to become problematic for her income lead, but
Well, yeah, we'll see. I
She
mean,
can
if this
afford
one
it,
doesn't
right?
work-
She's getting a ton of gold from these leaks on Atrocity.
yeah. Atrocity will mull into Chuvas, and Chuvas
Yeah.
will gobble that up with his Warpwing.
Yeah,
I'd imagine the Warpwing goes over here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stick with his. Well, he's.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
What if I offered you more Tempests?
Yeah, instead.
Best I can do is 4 Tempests.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
how
I
do you
don't
think
hate- I'm-
Atrocity does here. He does have the Daphne now.
I think he's full holding this.
Let's have a look. And
Let's
Adamas
have a
is going
peek.
for a save.
I mean, Atrocity needs to stop the bleeding here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's just easily holding this.
yeah. The priestess is going to be tanking really well now.
All right,
If
let's,
it was
let's
a champion.
have a little
priestess,
glance over at Chuvas. His Tempest circle is still
Oh, his
alive, and
priestess
that's a
turned it
lot
down.
of DPS. That's an easy hold for Chuvas.
Yeah.
Oh, his priestess died.
Yeah,
Priestess
yeah,
died.
we walked forward in front of the Daphne.
This is
Oh,
completely
after
acceptable for Atrocity, though. Like, I think this counts as stopping
yeah.
the bleeding.
Yeah,
he's minus
and now,
150.
now he's even income with Lucy after she sends those power moves. The third cope was one too many, I feel.
The third cope
It'll be a
was the
mimic.
deadliest, but for Lucy, not for
But
Atrocity.
Lucy does have some mimic counters here,
Yeah, the mimic is
including one on her board.
It's really. Yeah, I wonder why he chose here. But oh, she's not building it. Uh-oh. Oh,
No, she is.
Which way do we go?
Oh my
I'm
god, she's
sorry.
edging it.
Yeah, she could have thought about like, well, I don't even know how much value Butcher would be, but
I like
honestly,
sell the
setting up the
Peewee to
rogue
get the
wave-
Butcher. I think could be worth, especially with Chaos, right? Butcher is such a premium aura.
Yeah, but she also kind of wants to get the rogue wave down, right?
Yeah, true.
I can kind of see it. I mean, Consort is also not bad on this wave, gives her a chance to snipe something big.
Mhm.
And her Pipsqueak is split tanking and will live, I think. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
huge.
good. That's
And
good.
the Mimic is low. It got hit by
Hoppinger's still
something.
alive as well. I don't think it's going to get the third
Oh.
summon though.
It is not.
Nah.
I mean,
quite.
she's
It's not
fine
far
with
off,
this.
honestly, but yeah, not quite.
Yeah. And now she hits the Mimic, but
Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's 2 creeps and a mimic
Yeah.
on low HP.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone
it's not
holding
ideal
Juvis
when
20
you're
workers now, by the way.
Yep.
big Juvis.
I mean,
Juvis
Chuvis is a
smash.
beast. This is
Yeah.
this is a very Chuvis build, by the way. I have to say,
Yeah.
Like, if
sure.
anyone who doesn't know Chuvis, this really is a Chuvis build. He loves this kind of soft split with a high
Mhm.
DPS range unit on the right hand side, and then just
Wow.
his melee tanks on the left, and it just works wonders for him.
It's a flying force, but the only unit he built is Tempest.
I think at some point he might upgrade one to use the aura. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, it's never easy to say goodbye to something so beautiful. So
We do have Aziri and Lumerian
Just
here.
look at the damage! Look how fast this boss
Yeah.
dies!
That's actually something out of Star Wars.
Yeah. These
Pew, pew,
X-Wings
pew.
are going ham.
oh, unfortunately, Lucy's Hellraiser did not take first.
Yeah.
It did not.
But okay, she has the Lumerian set up for next.
She's not on shutdown yet, so
And
Classic,
Pawn Shop could be
mm.
nice here for the Chaos players in this game.
Plus
yeah,
value
this
leak.
will be definitely another egg for Chubis here, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and then
is.
he'll pawn and he'll upgrade it. Then yeah, okay.
I mean,
Oh,
he's
Juvis
so
is actually-
strong here on 11 and 12, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no to a second egg on 12, to be honest.
Well,
Yeah,
the
so
thing
Lucy
is, he has no
actually-
damage on 13.
He has this.
Yeah.
He
No-
does have
no-
that, but it's not known for its DPS.
This
No
thing's
pawn
a-
shop for either Chaos player. Going for the Protector scaling.
I don't mind. I mean, Protector in this
Yeah.
area is just quite good.
I
And
mean, for
you,
sure, yeah.
You see an egg, or sorry, not an egg, a gate.
It's Protector
Okay.
on Lucy as well, by the way. She's popped
Yeah,
that on
yeah.
her Lumerian.
Yeah.
It's pretty high value.
Mhm.
And maybe she just feels like she doesn't really have that many like bad units, right? That she would want to pawn shop away. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
This
maybe
thing?
the tier ones, but
This egg's a little interesting.
Oh, the egg
he
ended
put it
up
on
being
the
moved
right.
into the split there from Chuvis. I was really enjoying
Yeah.
his Chuvis build.
Oh,
This line.
I think he might need some tank value on the right eventually. So,
Ain't no way. Don't you give me that.
Adama's Atrocity actually pushed into that send, so I wonder if they're
looking for 13.
are they curious about 13? Lucy is plus already with
Yeah, I think 14 is more reasonable, and maybe they just push because of the egg, so they anticipate they can
Yeah.
get away with a bit more. I mean,
But
14 looks
don't
good
you-
for everyone.
yeah. Don't you just think you get sent on 14 too? You've shown his
Yeah.
area. Like, I don't know.
Maybe they
Interesting.
feel Adamas will hold
Yeah.
flying thingy.
I think both Atrocity
Oh,
and
South
Adams
Side.
can be really strong on 14. Like, they both have
Yeah.
sovereign options. And Azaria
White
Protector is
Mane.
actually very good on
Yeah.
14.
And really tanky.
I'm pretty sure it's just the Chuvis show.
Is there ever a show that isn't?
Well, that's a great point.
Yeah, I guess he put the egg over here because he's gonna start building these sky bots or
Yeah,
these
that,
pulse
that makes
bots, right?
sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. So he actually wants right
But-
side to be his strong side this game.
Yeah, I mean, I would love some warp wings as well.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, some of all the flying units, please.
There's just a lot of synergy between warp wings and units that reduce their damage.
Oh,
percentage.
actually, by the way, the protector is on the sea dragon.
Okay, I'm not sure I agree with that.
Definitely losing out on the. Well, you don't technically lose out on the hit points if the sea dragon uses all of its HP, but
Yeah, I
I
don't.
mean,
I don't hate
it
the-
stays alive, but I think you want,
Yeah.
like, what is it, 700 bonus HP? I think that's just better used on something like this or this.
Yeah, it would have been terrible on the gate or on the sovereign, but
everyone's value is looking pretty good besides Atrocity, but he does still have the stash. He has saved it to stash for a cool 166.
All right.
And here we go. Giga
Here comes the
Mimic.
wave 14 send. Honestly, I think Adams and Atrocity can both do just fine, though. Giga Mimics will be the mercenary of choice, though. These things are pretty
Ram.
dangerous.
Ram into.
I think
Sure.
Ram is great here.
Yeah, it's good. I guess I thought the pulse spot would be in the Hydras do good against it, but he does quite literally have 0 arcane value. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's the arcane.
There's the
Oh,
arcane
man.
value.
He's holding now. Yeah,
They're on
for some reason in my head,
insane
Chubis was
value.
pawn shopping this Hydra on 14, but maybe that's not best.
Yeah, I could see that. It's a lot of free value, actually.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Adamas' send here. The Giga Mimic into when you've already seen Dread Knight and Harbinger, is that?
Well,
It's pretty
there's a
good
lot of
against
arcane.
these.
Yeah,
He
there's.
does have the ogre to go
Yeah,
left.
I have no
Ends up
idea.
working out for him.
I'm simply not allowed to cast Adamas without talking about one of his sends poorly, so. it's,
He does. His ogre is getting sniped, so it's just the Giga Mimic left now against the DK.
The Ram actually did a pretty good job in Atrocity's lane, in Chubis' lane, sorry.
Yeah.
this is, yeah. But yeah, this is just a hold.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
easy hold there for
And
Lucy.
this is a leak. and
Dams
this
is
a
leaking
leak.
small, so is Atrocity.
So.
But
that's a
Lucy's
pretty
going to
good
full
outcome.
cover, right? So no damage
Yeah.
going to the side of Team Smile, and the Dam's Atrocity going to be losing a decent chunk of HP here to the double Giga Mimic on the King.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, the Chaos player holding a wave just in the late game is just really good. They get so much money and they can build all their fun units. Well, fun for
Yeah.
them.
I think it's going to be this one next. But,
Yeah. Or you
That
didn't
was
ping
a-
anything on my screen.
16.
Yeah.
Um,
Are we not allowed to ping anything? No, I can ping. Sorry.
I don't know. But Atrocity and Adamas also have pushed for 16, so
Yeah.
they've at least made that correct read. And Adamas, of course, will hit Flowers next, so,
Presumably.
you know. But curious to see, I mean, they do effectively dodge the 17 weakness of Leviathans with this, but...
Well, it's like a
Chubis is
fake
not.
weakness with the pull spot and the Hydra, right?
Yeah, and also Chubis is not, like, amazing on 16. He's fine.
Yeah. He will get Skelly, which he has hidden away.
Lucy did kill her Lumerian. Never ideal, but does make a longer wave.
Yeah, and she did not roll flower, and neither did Adamas, so maybe they have a lot to work on still.
Yeah, much to learn, I fear.
We have Feta or Warg or Gade as options for Lucy, and Adamas has White Mane, which should
Adamas
be
will be
pretty
placing
good.
the antler and the
Yeah, in the perfect
the
spot
gates.
he's set up for the whole game.
He's been waiting for this one.
And he could get Rogue Wave maybe with the rest of his. Well, yeah, I don't really see anything great for him otherwise.
Things
Daphne's
looking
fine.
pretty dangerous for Adam's Atrocity,
Kind of
right?
scared for Atrocity's Priestess like this.
No,
Crazy?
it's chilling. Yeah,
No
he
melee.
he might need to go one more melee.
Yeah,
here, but
like he has.
He
I
has
think
no
with,
gold.
with
With
protector. he's
Protector,
fine.
yeah, he may be fine. He did stash. I forget. He might have stashed on 14. I missed it.
No, he stashed here.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
there is a
Oh,
Four
the
Eyes
flag
on the
goes
Priestess.
To the Azaria. Oh,
It's
and
very
That's why you
dead.
need a melee unit in the right.
That's
guys.
why you need the melee.
Yikes.
Okay, we're learning.
I still got something, and
That's a big leak now for Atrocity.
Yeah,
How's
that's
Adam's
trouble.
doing?
he looks. It's really hard to tell, but I think he's running out of damage. Honestly,
His gate's on its last summon now. Yeah, there he goes.
I mean, everyone is leaking,
96 for Atrocity.
but only one team is dying.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, it's 24 to 24, but 41 to 100.
There's just no
Indeed.
way that Adam's Atrocity live this. That means Team Smile will be making
Yeah.
it through to the grand finals.
All right,
Well done.
Fizzlebear was the problem.
Fizzlebear was kind of beasting it
yesterday.
yesterday.
So
Oh, that's a good point.
perhaps he was the solution.
Yeah.
He was the solution.
He was
That
both
guy's-
the
that guy's
answer
the
and
goat.
the question.
Oh man, the alpha and the omega.
Well, there you have it, guys. The grand final is decided. This will be Lucy and Tuvis facing off against. Just remind me who won the first semi-final. Abrasiet?
Yeah,
Yeah?
that was them.
Okay.
It feels like a lifetime ago, but
Okay. It's very difficult for me to remember things that happened more than 2 minutes ago. So, yeah, okay.
totally understandable.
Yeah, we have Abrasiet versus Team Smile in the grand finals. That's a pretty exciting one. That is a match that we had play out yesterday as well, where, of course, Team Smile were victorious. But that was with Fuzzlebear in place. So now will Lucy be the weak link and give Abrasiet the edge that they need to clutch this tournament?
Abrasiet have won 2 games against Lucy in this tournament and 0 games against Truvis. So
true, very, very true. Yeah. 0 games against Fuzzlebear, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, what an exciting first 3 games. So we saw Abrasiet 2-0 their opponents, Team Bar, and now we've seen a very close 2-1 victory for Team Smile, and that secures our 2 grand finalist teams. So I guess we'll give the players a quick 10 minutes before we get into those grand finals, just to rest and recuperate. But don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back with those grand finals very, very shortly, and we will see you then. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. The grand finals are due to commence any minute now. And what a final matchup it is going to be. We have Abrasiet on one side. They need no introduction. It is Widdowson and King Dans. They've won so many Nova Cups that I have lost count. Although, to be fair, if that was higher than one, it would still be true. And on the other hand, we have Team Smile, which is Chuvis, and today's substitution, FC Lucy, replacing Fuzzlebear. So pretty exciting. Team Smile, I have been thoroughly enjoying playing all of their games yesterday and today as well. So I'm watching this one with bated breath. Abrasiet, though, of course, you can never count them out. However, it is worth pointing out they lost yesterday against Team Smile. That was with Fuzzlebear in the driver's seat, though. So we're about to find out whether or not Fuzzlebear was indeed the linchpin of Team Smile. Will Lucy be able to hold his weight or not? I cannot tell, but I know one thing for sure: this best of 5 is going to be super fun to watch. What about you, gentlemen? Any thoughts about this match?
No, I think I agree. It'll be fun. I think one thing is that I don't think Chuvis has won a Nova Cup before, and I think he's lost a lot of times to actually like Wooderson and Kingdans or Dragon Lucy. Usually he's played with Adamas a lot, or even Aviator sometimes. But it'll be a new pairing, a new chance.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, I'm stoked on this one. These are my guys. I'm happy. So should be a good game.
Yeah. Any predictions before we hop in from you guys?
Champion, Chaos, Redraw, Shepherd.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of all of those, right? Champion has been played, I think, in every series. Chaos has been a hot pick. Shepherd has been a very hot pick as well. Yeah, this is pretty cool. But we've seen a lot of variety as well. We've had Fiesta Cartel pickups. We've had Megamind as well. We have had Miner. I think we haven't had any Moneylender, which I'm not surprised about, honestly. I don't know if you guys have played much of the new Mastermind. It doesn't feel great to me. It certainly doesn't feel fun. I'm not sure about the power level. It doesn't feel fun, and that can be a big thing. But you wouldn't really consider that in Nova Cup, right? Like if it was strong, you would play it regardless.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Although I cannot speak to have any personal experience playing Moneylender
or anything else for that matter.
Or anything else for that matter.
Oh, we are off. The players are very keen to get straight into this grand final. So let's go with game number 1.
Villain, Black Market, and Savior. So some pretty chill spells to scale with. And King has a 3rd game in a row of us watching him play Copter Opener. Copter Angler, actually.
Yeah, there's a twist
this time he's adding, so he's not going to be caught unawares by a snail.
Ooh. Okay,
All right.
Megamind Fiesta, so probably a nice
Atom Fiesta? Oh, Bazooka Fiesta, right? It's double Bazooka and Proton.
I think she just plays Nightmare or Pip with the Butcher.
That is pretty tempting. Redraw for Wooderson, so another Kid K masterclass.
Now, Redraw, very popular Nova Cup pick historically, but we haven't seen it so far today.
Random lock-in.
Yeah.
Random lock-in with the Pip. Pretty good.
Pip. Has his favorite unit, Tempest.
Chuvis would never play Pip. He would always play Tempest.
Yeah. He thought about it.
He's got the mask already. Yeah. He had to press the button 3 times to find mask. That's a skill diff if ever I saw one.
Yeah, he got there. Although he was holding out on a lot of different options along the way. So
if I'm redrawing in that position, I'm pretty sure I spend like 20 gold to find mask.
Want the looter. Maybe.
Does he?
I assume he didn't intentionally leave a looter on his board.
Well, he's going to stay 3 workers and make the treasure hunt next
and then he goes to the mask.
Yeah. Like the gold is really good for it.
Okay, I trust.
And it's just double Pip here, except for one.
Is this high enough? Does this leak? By the way, is this the height?
I have no idea. I thought
the height that it leaks. There's a height that it leaks.
Stay close, orbs.
Oh, maybe.
Let's watch.
Quite literally height diff then.
Yeah. I'm so curious.
So what's the diff? Like, should the creeps just get onto the Pipsqueak fast enough?
Yeah, there's something where it's like at 8% or nothing.
I can definitely see like if it's in the front row and the creeps just already spawn inside its range.
I think.
Yeah. I think she got it.
Close, orbs.
Yeah, that's a hold.
Nope. No.
Nope.
8 HP.
8 HP.
Yeah. Alright, so just another round of income here. Everybody should be fine.
Yeah, Witterson actually kind of gets a little lucky here that they sent the king up on 2 because a DT could ruin his day.
Yeah. Although he probably would adjust, right? Could just stay little lower worker, get the mask.
I don't know. Staying 4 workers in this situation feels bad, but
Well, 4 with a hunt is not so bad, but 5 with a hunt is even better.
yeah. This is all true.
We only speak truths on this cast. King's Angler not gonna get all the stacks, but looking healthy.
Lucy is absolutely fine.
Ah,
Very
just
close
too
though.
good at holding.
Yeah.
But 8 workers now, so it'll be an interesting dynamic that they are double Pipsqueak, both weak on 7. So how will they play around it, especially if one of them is Fiesta?
Lucy is Fiesta but hasn't leaked once so far.
Yeah, I mean, so far it looks like Truvis is just going to chill and look a bit higher value, right? 6 workers instead.
Mm-hmm.
8 workers for Lucy.
Yeah, only a snail walking into Lucy's lane. I think this is another hold.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Well, it is quite low value, actually. Hard to say.
She's fine. Pipsqueak is just too overpowered.
I think she's pro leaking, right?
Oh my god,
4?
it's perfection.
It's quite good, and King could try something here if he wanted, or he could just income.
Just
By the way,
income.
guys, Fizzlebear in that exact same situation only leaks 1 creep. So
Confirmed, you heard it here first. Well, we have the first power send of the game coming out from Team
Yeah.
Smile. So how will Witterson and Kingdowns fare against this?
It's a little awkward for Witterson. Probably has to keep the rat up here,
Yeah.
but
For-
if he
for sure
does,
he
I
does.
imagine he's
For sure he
fine.
does. Kingdown's very high value, but not great unit quality for this wave.
Yeah, the brute will be definitely do some work here.
kind of he's looking at like a 40%er.
Masks
Witterson
doing
get
mask
onto this
things.
brute?
I think a very small leak there for Witterson. I don't think he can kill the brute.
Yeah.
Literally brute
What?
+1. Kingdown's doing
Means king damage.
slightly worse.
And this does set up that wave 7. That's we kind of
42%.
expected.
Golly.
But Truvis actually has found some great wave 7 answers.
Yeah, he
Ooh,
has-
Chivas' role has progressed. Look at that. Flying synergy, healing synergy. He's got a single target with an archer.
He's got all that.
And
King and Zach, they're actually just a lot of income here. No try at wave 7 here.
I'm kind of surprised that we don't see a big Wave 7 send come out. I mean, that's literally how Abrasiat just won the previous
Yeah.
game. Or sorry, how Team Smile won the previous game. And, yeah.
Yeah, it was
I think it's-
Adversary.
Witterson needs to get
Ah, yes, yeah.
to the Hellraiser and an additional Riz split.
Yeah.
And in addition, like King is fine kind of scaling into 7 just so he has double bounty hunter here. He you know can't do a lot early.
Yeah. And I do think there's that trade off, right? Like the bounty versus the workers here.
Yeah. This River does.
Yeah, and now he's kind of out of damage.
I'm not sure if he he's splitting damage
wow,
too.
that is-
Uh-oh.
Bad focus.
Uh-oh.
That's
I think
the
he leaked
fabled +20 leak to income.
Yeah. And
And
how is Lucy
Lucy-
doing? Looks like a hold.
I think she just
Well,
holds.
under
It's
value
a
again.
hold, yeah.
It may not be
Yikes.
the most Fiesta game, but it is quite an aggressive game.
That's
I mean,
not
you
great
don't have to leak with
for
PS.
King Dans to be the lowest workers leaking to a feed.
And the brutes are coming.
Oh lordy, they're
I
coming.
think Kingle's
Brute
safe
is
here. Yeah.
very cheeky against Tantrum.
I think Witter's just holding in particular.
With a
Wow.
Tantrum Hellraiser, like, yeah. Maybe if he hunts, he can leak.
And especially if it's double brute, then there could be trouble, especially if the Poda gets...
Oh, she gets to it, 14 and 10.
She did completely silly push on her
Yeah.
weak
Gonna
wave.
be close. Well, and she got skipped here, so she's fine.
Yeah.
She doesn't reach
Okay.
the second brute, though.
She got
Oh,
it.
she does!
She
Okay.
got
And that's why you always push for the brute.
and that's why you Sui.
Oh, that priestess
so
is
Witter's
dead.
just
Okay.
leak everything.
Oh, that's 100% leak.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh,
Yikes.
90%,
90.
sorry.
And King Dans, he's not holding either, right?
So, I think he leaks just the brute.
Yeah, he's doing quite good, right? His Worley actually split tank really well.
Pretty nice fiesta
Yeah.
there for Lucy.
Yeah.
26% to no send. I mean, King Dans is doing very well, but it's not a hold. And with
Yeah.
Widdowson's 90% leak, this is quite some king damage.
And that
Lucy
long
next
wave
turn,
6.
she just adds the Nightmare and she kills a lot. In addition
Or even
to
the
whatever cat
Lumerian, right?
attacks. Yeah, Lumerian's not terrible here either. That's a good shout.
She's getting a lot of gold here.
She's actually in her reroll right now. See if she changes
In her
anything.
bag.
Alright, Lumerian is
God, she's
pretty
in her
broken on wave 8 and very good against a mole.
Well, yeah. Truvis is gonna cover regardless. I think Truvis's problem lies on the next wave, but he's getting income tier.
Think he'll be fine.
I'm a little worried for
And-
Witterson on 9, actually.
Witter should really hunt here, I think. You have 2 masks. That always kills wave.
Lucy did actually go for the full send here. Well, or no, actually, she just had 14 workers, sorry.
So let's
So
see
that
if
was a
Lucy
lie.
can get away with the
That
murder
was a
here.
lie.
King has
Yeah.
killed his copter even with the poly split.
Lucy
like
will
it's
be
fine,
leaking
though.
pretty decently, though. That's
Yeah,
67
it's
Quite
there.
enough ramping on the Lumerian.
King.
King's holding.
He's gonna hold,
He's
yeah.
holding, yeah. It's kind of close, but it's enough.
Yeah, but the cover is in, and I mean, Witterson also with the pretty good income here. King is the one who's a little bit behind now, but
He's
does
got
have
value.
the Kingpin. Yeah.
Yeah.
See if he's able to come back with that power spike. I mean, with all the scaling in the game, villain, black market, like, or maybe even a savior for them. I think the important thing is that they don't die.
The Savior's looking really good when they've taken so much king damage, right?
Yeah, and Lucy
Yeah.
goes for just sending so she can build. So maybe thinking about a wave 10.
Yeah, Witter did redraw into egg.
Won't help him on wave 10, but that would be very nice in the late game
Hmm.
or in
Yeah.
that mid game.
I think it'll just be egg on 11. He just gets his area next.
Yeah, is very nice. Yeah,
I think
that's-
Widdowson's answer for wave 10 is just King Dance, right? Like, he
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
relies on his
I think he's
teammate to
just
cover.
leaking it, Yeah.
And they are going for a save themselves, so maybe they're also thinking that they can get some work done on 10. And Lucy actually swapped from the Harbinger over to the Nightmare, which was a good call. And she is going for that power send. Either the yellow guy or a Mimic.
Yeah. I think she's stoked if she gets to the yellow guy, just because then it doesn't die to Witterson's double mask, but doesn't look like she gets there.
Yeah, not quite. Close, though.
Really close. Wow.
Now, these are some pretty big
And-
sends.
Yeah,
What
power
would
breaks
these
into
do,
both.
Yeah,
What
the,
is King
the
going
brutes
for?
into King Dans I'm less certain about, because surely he's just
Oh.
easily holding, right?
He didn't go second pin.
He has 1 unit on his board.
Well, he does have the cat, which low-key does like a good amount of damage on.
Yeah, but doesn't the cat die first?
Yeah, it's true. It's kind of face planting. Double
Yeah.
brute. Yeah, maybe something can happen here.
There's really big sends walking into Team
Yeah.
Smiles lane, though. That's what I'm worried about.
We'll see how Truvis does. Ogre is really nasty against Archer.
And Leviathan
It's
as well,
nasty
right? It
against
just
these
tanks
guys,
all of those
yeah.
AoE shots.
And the Doppel is, well,
Doppel is
lacking
going
tanks,
down
which-
really quickly,
and
actually,
yeah.
for Lucy. That's a big leak for
Yeah.
Lucy. It's a big leak for Chuvis as well.
Big leak for Witterson, but
Witterson,
King,
but Kingdowns
is
is
leaking.
leaking.
Not big.
Okay.
Are they alive?
Just enough.
I think barely they live, right? And
Oh no, they're very.
They're
alive.
gonna
I think
live
they
there,
probably
like,
go to 20% or so.
okay.
Kingdown's boss is so low HP, it's just gonna get one shot.
Yeah.
20%.
Well, there you go. This game is
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah.
I'd
Savior
imagine
and from
it'll
anyone?
be Savior on winner and he goes egg. But he's definitely going egg.
Do they have to worry about 12 for Witter? He's on value, right? With the he won't be tantrumed on 12 right now.
I mean, you show gate. I don't think you're afraid of 12. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Second ping as well.
But if you're the East team right here, you see this, don't you just go 14?
Especially
does
with this
seem-
round of income here on 11, right? Like, they just have no pressure against them.
Yeah, black market for king.
Villain, Savior. Villain, of course, probably the best spell possible for Lucy on a Doppelganger.
Yeah. Though she does have like a 0 tank doppel build.
Yeah,
That Savior
that's a
is
little worse.
super high value, I think, for Abracet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equal king HP now.
Yeah. They have all the regen as well, so they're going to be ahead in King HP.
King playing for the late game with his black market.
Surely gets pin here and probably a Rogue Wave.
Yeah.
Witterson missed his, or not missed, but changed up which ones he's changed.
Yeah.
Oh, Chief.
He did put a tantrum for this wave, which is smart. And he's got big Poda as his game plan.
If they're just playing the value game, like King and Witterson both on crazy high value, and with the egg still to hatch next wave, Witterson's going to be very hard to break. Although, as you say, he's not looking great on 14.
Yeah. I think that'll be King's job, and he did roll the Doomsday
What a
to help
beast.
out.
Absolute chaos machine. There's a weak wave coming up. Let's just roll the answer.
Yeah, he will be tricky to leak then. Trubus is actually... he pushed like a little bit extra, right?
Yeah, after the 11 send.
Still has villain.
Here's the thing. They could skip 14. That's a hard call to make, but aren't you both just doing quite well on 14 with no send? Maybe you're scared,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but do you like what?
Do
if
you
they
really want to
skip as
skip
well?
14 and go 15 into the Azaria with the
they can
Chieftain?
never skip, I don't think, at least. Because
I
King's
think
not
they
going to
could.
Doomsday
I
if they
think-
skip.
Like, Lucy's really strong 14. I don't think they need to be scared
Yeah.
if they want to skip.
They could
Yeah.
go for it, yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious.
We'll see
Let's
what
find
they-
out.
Yeah, let's find out.
So far, nobody's queued anything.
Yeah,
Twitter is plus value with a hunted rat.
yeah. I mean, I imagine he's
Oh, there
feeling
it is.
quite comfy.
The Giga Mimics are out once again. Let's see how well they fare. Will Abracet
Mimic.
go for the send here?
The king.
No, they're gonna chill.
They're gonna skip.
Makes sense.
Well,
Wow.
can they survive though?
I mean,
He
Winter's
does-
plus, but Winter has not redrawn into good units for this wave.
Yeah, he's playing for the big priestess and his Canopy, which is not like a bad build for 14.
I am going to need him to sell something for this canopy though. I don't want to see the 177 gold shift here, Mr. Wibbon,
Yeah.
please.
I imagine one of the Bone Warriors or the
There we go.
the
That
mass.
saves these basics, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's smart.
Okay.
So
Some king ups,
Witterson's on
perhaps?
value. He should be fine. I guess. Where does the mimic
Witterson
go?
might
It does
just
go
be
right.
Gauntlet.
Oh, the Doomsday has the ogre on it.
Yeah, but not much
Can
else,
it defend
right?
itself?
I
can't
think it's
currently.
gonna die probably
Yeah,
earlier
it
than
dies
you want
before
it
the
to.
second kingpin, yeah, which is
Yeah.
not ideal.
It did its job though.
Yeah, but the Zero really
Winter.
didn't tank that much considering it had the chieftain buff on it. But
No,
this is just
and
a hold,
then-
or-
might be enough though.
Oh,
think
this is
they're living.
such good split tanking here for Witterson.
I mean, can they kill?
It's an easy
Yeah.
hold. It's an easy hold.
Yeah.
Aziria's
So
got
the
this all
play
day.
was correct.
Yeah, it's going to heal in the mid as well.
And now,
Well, now Abraceta are in a
Trouble.
massive lead, right? After this is all said and
they-
done.
we still have to go here, right? The builds are too good on 16.
Yeah, it should be an auto, I think, from Chubis and Lucy.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Boone's suggestion has once again been violated, though, so let's see how they do. I mean, to be fair to Boone...
This one might be more reasonable.
Yeah, there weren't really any leaks on 14, right? So that's kind of why Boone's Law is there, because if you give up so much gold with a leak, it's pretty hard to break your opponent. But here, I think they might be
Yeah.
in with a shot.
Yeah.
Once again, no Kraken.
They're Ram enjoyers.
I think Ram into Chubis is definitely really good, but Lucy is just Kraken bait. Interesting. Well, let's see how they do. The king is almost fully maxed. 10-10-6.
These
Chubis
ends are
does
pretty
perfectly
massive.
Playing the Ram on Lucy's lane.
Not for long, though. The Ram is going to start tanking now, and this is
Yeah.
860 Mythium for Lucy to deal with.
Yeah,
That's
the
a pretty
Needler
tall order.
is-
The Needler's
I
needling.
think Chubis is going to leak just the boss in a
Boston
hermit.
Needler.
Yeah.
Is this enough to live?
There's
They
no
look
shaman.
fine.
They might live.
The bosses are pretty full.
They are. And
Needler
as is the Needler.
deraging. Very close.
The bosses
But
are
they
too
are
much.
dead.
They're too much. Right?
Yeah,
Right?
they're dead.
It's close, but oh, what?
Oh my god!
I have never seen that before. I have never seen that before. Like the king died, it
Killed
regened
everything.
up again, and then it died again. Like, what? I think, Needler's attack speed causing a situation that I think this is like year 5 of Nova Cup. I have never seen that happen before. The king died,
That's crazy.
resurrected, and then died again. So, that's... wow. Okay. This has been one hell of a month for Nova Cup.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy game.
I'm a bit speechless, honestly, after that one. To be fair, I think Abracet were winning no matter what. Like, even if Team Smile survive there, they're just going to be so far ahead. But that was a pretty exciting end to the game. That was super cool. What do you guys think about that one?
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, the egg kind of just won the game, right? They didn't have a plan once it happened.
Yeah.
And obviously, it was
I-
a good build from Wooderson as well.
I'm curious, Lucy, pushing the 2 workers after 8, like it's hard to have the wherewithal to not do that, but that's really tricky. I'm also really curious what she had found in her reroll that she didn't take anything, because 10 was just so obvious after the 8 comes that it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, she could have tried something like under building harder to get the Avenger instead of a Doppel. I mean, that would be a crazy amount of gold difference, actually, but maybe.
There was
Yeah,
no way
I
she could
mean,
avoid
I don't know
building
what the
the...
line was, but I feel like the second worker going to 16 after 8 was tough.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. So Abracet, they are now 1-0 in the lead here in the grand finals. Will King and Wooderson be retaking their pedestal once again? It has been quite a few months since we've had them in the winners' interview, so it would be great to talk to those guys here again when all is said and done. But Team Smile are not out of this yet. This is a best of 5, remember, so Abracet still need 2 more wins to seal the deal, and that's a lot of chances for Team Smile to come back into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wonder about the villain pick on Chubis. Maybe you just take Savior,
Yeah, Savior keeps them alive.
and maybe they can feel
They can
safe
skip,
skipping
yeah.
14. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of interesting decisions that game. That was
Yeah.
great.
I do think, even if they skip, though, I mean, Wooderson still holding 15, and then King has the black
Probably.
market as well.
Dude, you gotta see this Kraken unit, man.
I can see it. I mean, he has no arcane besides the chieftain buff to Aziria. It's
Yeah.
really weak to Kraken, yeah.
Slaps Kraken. This baby can fit so much magic damage. All right. So, I mean, I don't even want to ask what do Team Smile need to do differently because they played that game one very, very well, right? It all
Yeah.
kind of came down to, I mean, what do you think? The wave 14 just kind of sent one wave too early, gave the game away.
Yeah. One wave too early, maybe could have incomed on 11, and then they feel a little better about going past 14 into 15, or,
I
those
mean,
big
I
game
think
decisions are so hard.
they didn't need to be scared on 14, right? Like Lucy was that's her best wave in the whole game. She has a villain doppelganger. She has Sovereign on the board as well. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
They're not under pressure 14, I don't think.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
But yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
wow, I just rewatched that in there.
it's just real tough to make those decisions in the moment, right? Like you're always under pressure when you're in the game, especially in the grand finals like this. So you're constantly second guessing yourself, and they made the wrong decision this time, but let's see what happens in game number 2. The players are ready, and we will get this game underway right now. So will Team Smile be able to even the score, or will Abraciet take a commanding lead? Let's find out. Game number 2.
Glacial Touch, Lone, and Battle Scars. Battle Scars, of course, is Lucy's favorite.
That is Lucy's Trubis.
Lucy's true best. I anticipate Shepherd from King Dan's and Chaos, or sorry, Champion from Witterson. But
I can see
they're
that.
really in the
Maybe
in the
Aristocrat,
tank.
actually, right? Gonna be
Yeah,
a long
Could be a
game.
minor. Could be a minor game.
Be a minor game. I mean, Lucy already,
Minor
ooh,
Fiesta. There we go.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's
And-
one way to deal with Castle.
All right.
That is a great,
Interesting.
great minor roll. Not sure about this Fiesta roll. That's a bit harder to play. I guess you go Cats and
I think the double Nekomata is a really good Fiesta opener.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just confused how you get out of that. But
Well, you've got
see.
the Infiltrator and the Chain
somehow get
Fist that
to
gives you options on
Disciple.
5 and 6. I think it's fine, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
if you can
excited
get to
see it.
that Disciple, Gate, King Claw type of stuff, then you're probably Rogue Waves type stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's enough to just tank your whole early game, right, with Fiesta and get the income
Yep.
going.
We got Champion Pip. Oh, I really wish Lucy started Gate Guard instead of Poda here. Let
Yeah.
me see this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Poda is pretty nice, though.
Yeah, Poda's
Or
great.
she does have the gun now.
Whoa. Okay, Witter ended up with a roll very different than what I was imagining, but I like it.
Yeah. It's definitely different, but I think picking, like, no DK, basically, right? But
Yeah.
a lot better in the early game, right? The DK really can't come online until that, like, wave 8, wave 9.
Yeah. And playing Rogue Wave when you can play some
Glacial
random
Touch.
ranged DPS is pretty great.
Yeah,
King doesn't
Full
actually
Creep
know the
League.
right positioning for the Nikos.
What
If
a
you
scrub.
offset them, you always go a little better there, but
Mhm.
we'll forgive him. He'll learn.
Just get that 40 into this Poda, but it's not like Lucy could build anyway or push anyway, so she probably doesn't really care.
Yeah, and the Bone Warrior is easily enough to hold here, right?
I have no idea.
I have to assume it is. I'm not actually sure. Bone Warrior is kind of OP in 1 and 2.
Yeah, he does have that regeneration, swift armor,
Yeah.
impact
There you go.
damage, all that.
Okay, there we go. Makes the
Yeah.
Giga read here.
Yeah, I mean, that is a hard read, right? He just holds if he...
Yeah.
But, I mean, presumably, Truvis is kind of like a more willing to send kind of guy, right? He just wants to
Yeah.
scale up. He's not really like well, I'll try and mind game you and save here, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Got him.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. She's dead.
Yeah. 7 workers
Juvis
for
has
Truvis
a
now.
brute queued.
That's pretty optimistic.
That would be brutal.
I don't
But,
think they
he's not gonna
mind the
get
long
there.
wave, though. They've got good workers. 7 there on Tuvas with the champion Pipsqueak.
Yeah. Speaking of 7 workers. and
Yeah,
Truvis
King
actually
Dan's
went for a
pushing as well.
DT. Maybe he's trying not to leak King here, right? Like normally you would Blizzard
I feel like King makes no sense, so
yeah, might have wanted to just get that max damage in
Yeah.
yeah.
with that Lizard maybe, but
Witter just goes 2 more Kiwis, but he will
Yeah.
lead.
DT Snell.
Oh, the DT lands on the
Wow.
hit.
It's not
But
tanking
it's
though.
not. Yeah.
Pipsqueak is just massacring the
tanking.
wave.
Oh, there it goes.
I mean, it was nice. Got to hit the Pee-wee targets for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. King
Still a leak
lands,
though on
goes
Widdowson, right?
DT. Yeah, he
Yeah, I mean, that's some king damage. We'll take it.
61%
Okay.
there on King. Alright, first blood goes the way of Team Smile.
Yeah, and 8 workers for Truvis. I mean, Champ is exactly the mastermind you want here, right? And he has the mask as well, which could be that nice answer for Wave 7, right? It's not Totem Mask, it's Pipsqueak Mask.
No, we
And
do
Brute
have a
here
Brute
is-
coming
yeah.
out here from Juvis. This could be dangerous for King. Does he get the 5-stack cat? He does.
Does. I mean, he could make a 6-stack cat. He could also go like upper split here if he's expecting a Brute, but...
The split is already high, right? Yeah,
Oh, he's
the Brute goes
I didn't
wide.
realize. Right, yeah.
I mean, I think I think he just kills like 60% of the wave and is fine.
Yeah. The
That's
5-stack
kinda
cat is just so good on this wave.
Yeah.
As long as his cat doesn't get any crazy ideas.
Oh my god, it's going crazy.
59% lead.
Yeah.
Widdowson's
Solid.
not covering though, like he's playing it pretty greedy there. 8 workers as well for the Wibberman. Obviously he holds his own lane, but he's not going to cover anything in the mid.
That's all right.
fine.
He wants that worker.
9th worker from Witterson. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
Lucy
Chubis and
does have
Lucy
a-
both on 9 as well. This is a very high push
Yeah.
game.
It's fast and aggressive.
But it's
it
gonna be
certainly
6.
is.
And
It's
yeah,
gotta be
King
6.
King is going for some save action here.
Yeah. Lucy.
This is a
Oh,
tough Pota build.
I wonder if she just goes double gate guard next. She gets to it with 54 income. That's low. Not
Maybe
sure.
like Gate Guard Steed otherwise.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. I mean, it's a tricky one, right? Doesn't have any of the free Pota builds.
Yeah.
Lucy
Okay, so
does look
let's see what happens here.
pretty dead on 7, right? So I have to think that Abracita have already got that in their sights.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
this is really hard to skip.
Yeah.
Will Chuvas go for a full send here?
They must full send here.
King is
I
holding
don't
the
think you
nose
can
end.
avoid it. Yeah, here's Fiend. Income.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
so lost.
I can see that. Like the
Wow.
Pipsqueak is broken on wave 6, right?
Yeah.
And King goes for the big banker with that income send. Gets
What
it
did you
out.
call him?
Sorry, I thought the big wanker.
What?
There's no second robo coming out from Juvis. I think it's going to be a snail ad.
Yeah. Or?
It's close. It's close.
Oh!
He gets it.
Jules
God,
is
he's
kind today.
Yeah.
And he's
And the
handsome.
Robo is onto that banker. And
Just
the
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 Brute
Brute's on the
is
banker as
the
well,
banker.
really shutting it down. And King did
Yeah,
not
and-
boost.
And oh no.
This is
Oh,
a...
he's linking the
Oh!
Brute.
Let me
no.
get my emotes ready. There it is! The penny leak! Oh! Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Widdowson will be holding his lane fairly
Yeah.
comfortably. Oh, the Shikos. Let's go.
And yeah, Lucy does leak to the income, but I
She
mean,
does.
that,
But they
that's
would have been dead
acceptable, I
on
think.
7, right? But I suppose if they hadn't sent, they would have been
I think
super
would have
dead
been
here on
to
6
here, right?
themselves.
To a full send.
Yeah.
I
But I
think
guess
she's been
King-
dead every wave, but she's just a genius.
Yeah, I mean, King also wouldn't have gone to the banker if he sent full, right? So, well,
Yeah.
it's not like the banker saved him, but
I'd imagine he skips and goes
Yeah.
8 now. Yeah. Oh, Witter. Wow. Okay.
okay.
Everybody's 8. He's shown this already. You've shown this. 13 workers seems.
Well,
Bold.
I mean, there's also another bold guy here, but Tantrum
but
Mask
this-
will allow you
This
to go
guy has
bold.
these 2 units.
He does have the champ. He does have the champ.
He
His
is
mask
the
is going to
champ.
be calm next wave, but he's getting bailed out here by Widdowson's income send.
And it might
Yeah.
be hurting King quite badly if this turns into a super long wave as well, right?
I think the wave will be a relatively normal time frame.
I
Yeah, I
think the
guess the
Tantrum
mask
Mask
just
just
killed the whole wave, yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
shreds, right?
God, he's looking like Darth Noob out here.
And
Lucy will
he's
make a
looking
nice
to 160, right? He does get there if he wants it.
Yeah, he
Well,
does.
he's not queuing up to 160. He's
I
queuing
think
up.
he's gonna go Mole Brutes, I'd imagine is
That
best.
could be nice, yeah.
Do you know what? Pack was also quite good here. Into what King's
Well,
shown.
there is a pack leader coming out into Widdowson's lane. He does get the Lumerian though. Ah,
That is pretty good.
I'm kind of
But-
worried that Widdowson may just hold. It's hard to say, right? Because this unit does need time to ramp
Yeah.
to reach
and
its
the
full
pack-
potential.
I was
Pack
gonna
was
say I think Witterson's leaking like 90% here.
Okay.
King does get out his LOD here, which is pretty good against the mole, pretty
Yeah,
good against the
He
brute.
has good tank value already.
Yeah, he might
A
do well here.
boosted thing as well, which is tanking some. If
Yeah.
that pack leader, sorry, if the Bigwig can survive the left side, I think he's in a really good spot, but it won't be able to.
Or
Or
No.
unless the dragon tanks.
Oh wow.
Pretty good performance there.
Yeah.
Woodison leaks
What is it,
50%.
better than 90.
Yeah,
And
roughly
90.
halfway between me saying he might hold and Kid K saying 90, right? We
Okay,
split,
I
we
guess
split the
that's-
difference.
They're gonna
Pegasus
die on
versus-
10.
That does appear to be the trend of this game.
Yeah.
They are pushing into 10. This seems crazy.
They don't really have a wave 10 unit between them.
No, I mean, I guess Dan builds a
Stand
disciple here, and
Yeah,
And the
Antler,
Cannoneer to
Disciple,
seal the
Disciple or
deal as
something.
well. Huh.
And Lucy has Suede, basically.
Yeah.
as is her right.
And she's not planning to build on 10 or build,
No.
units to kill the thing on 10. But
This is the classic Castle Gaming winning on wave 10, right?
yeah, that's actually another Lucy classic.
On shutdown on 6.
Yeah.
Okay, King didn't actually push.
Yeah, yeah. He
might
just went Antler. If he could get to double Disciple, I don't know if
Then
he
maybe.
will.
Yeah. He should also be
Or the-
receiving the smaller send, right? Because Lucy. Well, actually,
Yeah,
having said
although
that, Chuvis can push now
Chubis
to
is
the
gonna push
Cannoneer.
now.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a small set, whatever.
No,
is
no, no, no,
getting
no.
this up.
They won't reach
No,
Ghost
he's-
Knights, though. The wave is too fast.
Yeah.
He's getting.
Lucy needed to sell some of her units here.
No. It's the yellow guy coming out into
Yeah.
King's Lane.
Only one Disciple and then nothing.
Yeah. That's
Some
kind of rough,
cat stacks or
actually.
some fists. And Witterson has maybe another.
He rerolled into
Coiler?
Serpent.
Yeah, he
so
can
maybe that's
Coiler.
what he's thinking. But I would probably assume that an alpha is better for him.
Maybe
I
Alpha
think I
and
like
Stim
the
or
Alpha
something.
more as well,
Yeah,
right?
I
Like the
would
tank
Alpha and
value is so
Stim.
nice.
Well, he's got a build, that's for sure.
And that's what he's.
No
oh,
stim.
he didn't stim.
Ooh.
Uh oh.
I think Stim and
Interesting.
building some random stuff is probably better than a Warwick. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
I mean, they're both.
Oh, he is sniping
getting
the
a
power
value
mercs, though.
here.
Yeah? His Lumerian
it's-
on the pack is really good.
Yeah.
I think
All
the
power
split is
mercenaries
actually
are dead.
bad for him.
King, on the other hand,
He's
is
killing the
not
boss.
able to kill the boss. Almost.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
This looks like they live.
There's a full HP ogre though.
Yeah.
I've seen some crazy ogre stuff.
This thing
That's
dies
like the king-
instantly.
The king is stronger on 10.
They have a few attack upgrades as well, right?
Yeah.
They will
1v1.
survive. I think the ogre's about to cast.
They needed the hermit.
They're chilling. It's
Yeah.
3%
They needed
HP
the
on the
hermit. Yeah, they
king.
needed the hermit.
So now what? Because they live 10.
Oh, I thought it'd be income here from the East team, and then they just go 14, but instead,
Maybe 12 is on their mind?
Chivas is prepping for
Glacial.
12.
They've both pushed pretty
Battle
heavily
Scars.
on the side of Team Smile.
Glacial Mask. Glacial Roadway for Witterson? Or maybe Battle Scars?
guess he goes two
Glacial
regions here.
Mask is pretty broken.
Glacial on Witter, Lone, King Dance. Wonder if they want 12.
Whoa. Yeah.
Lucy's gonna shift all.
Yeah. Trying to
Yeah,
get
but
that
look
Battle
at their
Scar going.
values, though. Like, Chubis and Lucy are super low value here.
Maybe
Yeah,
they're
but
trying to
Chivas
bait
is
in the 12. and
double.
then-
He's prepped and got the glacial, and
Yeah.
I think Lucy's just low value to get this Battle Scars, although I can't imagine another unit that would get it, honestly.
yeah.
Here comes the
it's
send.
just going to be a full send. I mean, Imps against Glacial, though.
They only need the smallest of leaks on Widdowson and Kingdowns, though. 9%
Ooh,
HP on the
skip.
King currently.
I mean, this
Yeah.
is the whole game, right?
A very
I mean,
bold
what does
skip
King
there.
build? That's the thing. Is King is just
They also have great options like Antler, or Antler Disciple, or
this is hard. Yeah, he could try to do something crazy here.
or Hades. Yep. That actually.
Hades
I
is
could see
pretty
that.
good. Hades is good.
Rogue Wave comes out here for Widdowson. Rogue Wave.
Widdowson actually makes
Smile might
the
just toss this one
I'll be
away.
here.
Oh no, Rogue Wave goes for another Gate Guard.
Ah, Rogue Wave here in the split instead. Alright, the
okay.
sends are not huge and they do have high value, but remember they can't leak anything here basically. This tanking is lovely on the
Wow,
Lumerian.
Amazing.
But
Hades is having trouble,
Yeah.
King is
That's the
getting
problem with Hades, right? It can get overwhelmed.
but this is an easy hold. I mean,
Oh, Widdowson's
Yeah.
not even close. He's very comfortably holding there. Kingdown's leak's small, but Widdowson should be able to cover.
and now trouble
No.
in 14 land, right?
Well,
Or-
now things are getting
imagine?
very interesting indeed. I think all of this advantage that Team Smile had has just gone out the window.
I agree.
Yeah, there we
Should
go.
He-
Jules
should
is
be
calling
prepping
the game
all the
pretty much
masses.
dead even now after that
Yeah,
kind of failed
here's
Wave 12
one.
send.
Here's a second.
Can you leak Shubis on 14 actually?
Yeah.
He was pretty low value. Okay.
Chuvas is prepping more masks here, so he
Yeah.
will have triple Tantrum Hellraiser with the Leviathan buff on 14. I think Chuvas is kind of a machine.
Yeah,
This
he'll be
is
strong.
also quite good. Although, unfortunately, this Pegasus snagged a stack here.
I think
Yeah.
Lucy's massively lacking in damage, so like double, the Giga Mimic, I think Lucy's just dead.
She does have the gun with Dark Mage. Maybe something can happen that way, but she is
Yeah.
gonna need her Poda to tank literally everything and perfectly live.
And here comes the
can't
double
imagine
Mimics,
they
by the
don't.
way. I think he can
Yeah.
maybe even get double Mimic. That's
I
Quadra
think,
Mimic, right?
Ram, at least.
Double ram into
It's
to
the
the
Quadra Mimic, let's go.
pass. How come the two big Giga Mimics don't combine, huh?
You
To make
can
one.
only fit so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
juice into one box, is the answer.
Yeah. That's often what my mom says.
And then we have double ram into Truvis' build. What do we do? I mean, the mass might have a chance to just like kill the wave.
What do you think about this
Yeah.
split send from Chuvas and Lucy, though? Like,
I mean, if they
Seems
think
a
they
bit-
live, it's okay, right? You probably never leak Witterson.
yeah,
Seems a bit off to me.
I think they just... In this case, it's better to just try and survive, right? The
Yeah.
Income King.
Yeah,
Alright, let's
Oh, it's a
see...
good Chuvas split.
yeah, it's a great Truvis.
let's
split,
see the
double ram to
Hellraisers do
split.
their thing.
I mean, the
Uh-oh.
Rams are about to move at 0% move speed.
How are these? Okay, just one of them.
I mean, look at this guy. He's trying his hardest.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
masks,
Chuvas does really well.
they have done
Is he
their job.
holding,
He won't...
actually? Or, well, not holding, but like everything
Oh, no.
besides the Ram.
Lucy
Yeah,
did super
Lucy
well as
does
well,
like
by
that
the way. She
mimic.
only leaked the Mimics.
And King does hold, or not hold, but kills the
Yeah.
ogres, so pretty good for him.
King leaks 3 creeps. This definitely
Yeah.
would have been better just to be Income King from Chuvas.
Yeah.
Well, they take a lot less damage here then too.
But Quadra Mimic is
Yeah.
just insane damage on the King, no?
My
Look at
God.
this!
Yeah, they don't have any
Legit
attack.
one-shotting
They don't
King.
have any attack, yeah. This is insane King damage. Holy!
Well, that's pretty good.
Like, this Giga Mimic, by the
But-
way, might be my favourite addition to the game in a while. It's brilliant. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a really
Well-
good mix-up to Centaur, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think
Centaur's
single
like
target
your
burst is lacking.
your AoE unit, but against things like Arctear, for example, or
Mm-hmm.
Azaria, or Pegasus, like, the Giga Mimic is just insane.
Yeah. Here's what's interesting about this spot now is Chuvas is already
Yeah.
pre-prepped for 16, but now he can just play for 17,
Yeah.
and King Dan's is just out on 17. Witter
Mhm.
has not yet shown pierce damage outside of whatever Rogue Wave APF stuff he's doing. So
I think his plan is for the wave to not be able to move.
yeah, which
So-
is a good plan, but it just might be overrun by something like imps or I don't know.
Well, we'll
Yeah, I don't
see.
know. The glacial tip or Lumerian has been pretty nasty so far. We'll see how much longer it can continue to pump.
But
No
17
APS
is
on the
coming.
Lumerian yet.
Yeah,
I think you need to, like, it's worth the 150 gold just on the Lumerian, right?
yeah, I think so as well. But maybe he was trying to get the split tanking going, right? His
Yeah,
Lumerian has
yeah.
been kind of beasting the split tanking. That's how we get the pierce damage.
Oh, well, let's go.
That's a good point, actually.
Some more alpha males.
He's actually the most value in the game.
Yeah, I mean he has definitely been
With good
sturdy
units
in the
too, I
value
think.
department. Yeah, like
Wow.
nothing, no like crazy win conditions, but just solid units, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Does anybody skip? I
Yeah,
don't think you can, but I think you want to.
Loki Chubis could hold, right? Like
The units
Yeah.
literally
But
stop
Lucy's
moving.
got- Lucy's double guns, like. But yeah, if the units are stopping moving on 16, imagine how fast the units on 18 are moving.
yeah, everyone's doing it.
They do send, okay.
Double Baron to Chubis
Oh.
makes sense against all that AoE.
Triple ogre.
That's a lot of
yeah.
imps.
That is a lot of imps.
But doesn't Chuvis just hold? Like, he has so many Tantrum Leviathan Hellraisers with good tanks in the split.
Yeah,
I also think Chubis is holding, and I
He's
think
going for
Lucy's.
Okay.
super high split.
I
I
wonder
don't know how
why.
Lucy's gonna do. This is I have no idea at all.
I think
The gun
Lucy
unit has
should
been
do
nerfed,
pretty
but-
badly, but the Harbingers with all of this mana might actually surprise me.
Yeah, like all that matters is that the guns are constantly shooting, and she's got good delay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And it's not DPS into her; it's Rams. So.
yeah. All right.
she does have close to value, right? King and Chubis maybe have like the best
Oh
synergistic.
my gosh, does her Azaria live?
I think not. As soon as the heal ends, that
Someone
thing's
is
just
stealing the
dead.
mana.
Yeah, Azaria is
Ooh,
gone.
Really close, but she's
What?
just holding. I
That's
think.
that's not even close.
Yeah.
Chuvis, meanwhile,
And same
like,
with no, he's getting overrun, right? But
Okay,
everything is
he
low.
is,
Yeah. He's getting overrun and
but
not killing.
talking about
anything.
holding,
Yeah.
King Dans and
There's
Widdowson
some hold
both.
action.
Okay, no,
is
King Dan's
not
will
gonna
leak small.
quite, but Widdowson, another year. The enemy creeps won't move. Master
Yeah,
class,
yeah, yeah.
it seems.
I think Witter's leaking small.
No, he's got this.
Oh.
The Lumerian
His
has 3k
Lumerian, like, it
HP at
has,
this
like,
point. It's
yeah.
just ramped so
I
much.
think it's already ramped past the starting point by a good amount. But some king damage.
Oh my god, that poor dragon set it free.
Now what? Right? You need 20, but you can.
No, it's 19. It's 19. It's 19.
You can leak Truvis on 19. He's gonna get the Skybots out now, right?
It's more that you don't have a choice, I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
fair.
It's just 19.
There's just no way that Abracet can skip 19 themselves, even if they would
their
prefer
values are.
20.
Well,
Yeah.
I want this to suicide
Yeah,
actually, but
he can't really hold, can he?
He's got delay.
It's true. Maybe they anticipate what is happening, aka Lucy suiciding. So
The
That
game
could be
is
their
just
read.
so close. It's so
I mean, I
close
think-
right now.
Lucy suing kind of makes sense to me, right? Truvis should hold. Like he literally doesn't have a bad unit on his board.
yeah, and he can also do the mask line where the units on 19 all conga line and then stop and then conga line and then
Yeah.
stop and
All
And
right.
it looks like it's all on Witterson, right? Unless King Dance has a miracle hiding in there.
This is just a race between Willison and Chuvis. So King Dans and Lucy both should leak pretty badly, I think. Lucy has pushed heavily, so Widdowson will be
Yeah.
receiving a bigger send than Chuvis.
No Krakens. Is that correct?
versus Witterson, I'm actually have no idea what's right. His Rogue Wave units are insane to send against.
Yeah.
So is Widdowson,
Well,
he's just AoEing wave 18, he's going to leak to no send? Okay, that
He
doesn't
got
help.
his only single target killed,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, that gives Lucy whatever X
Yeah,
amount of
that-
gold.
That really hurts as well, right?
This is
Because
honestly huge
he
amounts
needs
of
the
gold. She's 265 now. Just watch how much gold she gets from this. Yeah,
Wow.
150 gold from
140.
two
She's
creeps.
still pushing though. She's like kind of
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
hedging.
Yeah, she's hedging a little bit. I mean, King didn't push, right? So it's like maybe it's right now to stop pushing, right?
Yeah, I think she took the right line here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She could be doing incredibly
so no
well.
Skybots here from Truvis. He's just going for another plane circle. I mean, planes are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I mean, they're perfect for the
And-
wave, right?
Yeah, Lucy's
Yeah,
got 4
I think
guns.
you place the planes in the hopes that 19 like targets them differently.
Hmm.
And
King's got a little circle going, a second white main circle.
yeah, I mean maybe
Nice.
King is doing way better than I think with the mono regen 80s. And
I mean, everyone is like about the same recommended under.
No
Yeah.
stims
Yes,
from Widdowson. That surprises me. And the
Wow.
Lumerian is killed as well.
no,
That's
Lumerian
disastrous.
That's all
that
his
was
damage.
real close. And the pack
Kraken
lives
doesn't actually stun
forever.
anything.
The pack is permanent.
And what's happening to the wave here?
Chuvis's
close, but I think
wave
he's
is
over.
gone. Like he has
Chuvis
half of his
held.
value left alive.
And yeah, that's the
Lucy
game.
is almost held.
That is the
Wow.
game. That
Jeez.
is 1-1. Your grand finals are now drawn in an even match. Best of 3 yet remains.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really cool game.
That was a very cool game. That was so back and forth, actually. Like, just take
Yeah.
a look at this. Okay, never mind. I was
Wow.
just saying how back and forth it was. I have a look at the graph. It was technically yes. Abracet
Yes,
were
but-
ahead on wave 2. But
Yeah, I mean, it felt like Eversert had the control of the game at certain points. It's just
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I mean, Truvis and Lucy came up with some really good holds.
yeah. And Widdowson just didn't have the late game role, right? Like he had a really good role for pushing heavily and for doing things in the early mid game, but he just didn't. I mean, his most expensive unit was an APS,
Yeah, I
right?
mean-
So he didn't quite have that wave 19 stopping power that it turns out he needed, unfortunately.
Yeah, and maybe the thing. I mean, it probably wouldn't have made too much difference, but he lost his pip squeak, right? He's dropped it for the coiler, which is maybe his only late game damage. And he didn't end up building coilers, right, until very, very late. So
Yeah.
perhaps.
Well, he
I
didn't
don't
build
know if it would
coilers
change
at all.
anything, to
He
be
only had
honest.
serpents. There wasn't a single deep
Yeah,
coiler
yeah.
upgraded. Yeah.
I mean, it's just remember he had the Dread Knight APS in his role from the get and chose something
Yeah.
else. So,
He did, but he may not have gone to where he was.
no, I
without
don't. I mean,
the
I think
stuff.
he played well. I think he
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
really well.
I mean, that's just that's Legion, right? Sometimes you can
Yeah.
play amazing early game, get ahead, and just get outscaled by units, right?
I do wonder if they could have incomed on 17.
Hmm.
It has to
That
be
was a
said though,
crazy
like
play.
these guys were 3% King HP on 10. Like
Yeah.
they damn near lost the game on wave 10. Then of course Lucy's castle power spike kicks in and turns things around. That
Yeah.
wave 14, by the way.
Yeah.
Juvis and Lucy both leaking only the sense, and that's enough to deal 60% king damage and nearly take them out of the game. This
Yeah,
was
the Giga Mimic is insane.
the Giga Mimic is scary, man.
And they have
All the power
no
moves.
attack, right?
Yeah, that too. That was far. Yeah, maybe Truvis is slightly regretting his 14 cent, but didn't end up costing them.
Yeah.
Anyways, very
Right.
fun.
On to the next
Yeah.
one. We have a tied series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. It is still
Oh.
everyone's game to play for. Let's
Truvis
see.
with another pretty slick build, a little Flying Force mask action.
Yeah. That was a very Chuvas build once again, by the way. Like this, he
keeps
really
Chuvas
has
safe.
been playing some
That's
bangers
actually
so
the
far in the
Chuvas
finals.
build, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
What masterminds will we see? Champion?
Chaos?
Has Witter played champion?
He has not. Well, I mean, he has before in this
Yeah.
tournament, but he hasn't played it. Yeah, they won with redraw chaos actually.
Well,
Maybe if we see
Lucy
something
still
like
has
Hyper
her
Carry or
chaos available. I know that's one
Yeah,
of her
yeah.
favorite masterminds.
Lucy's
That's
got
her go-to.
Chaos.
It's
I
really
think
quite a crazy change from I would have never thought of Lucy as a chaos player maybe 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. Right? She probably never picked it, and then now
Well,
it's
she
one
was
of her
cartel
go-tos.
main, right? Back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the standard mastermind master, but
yeah. Cartel was pretty broken back then, to be fair. I feel
that's
like
true.
Lucy just plays what's strong, but
All right, game number 3 is here. Which one of our teams will take the lead once again in the grand finals? Let's find out.
Ooh.
It's game 3.
Hypercarry. It's going to be
Yeah.
Champion on Witter. It's going to be Shepherd on King. It's going to be Fiesta from one of Lucy or Chubis.
Okay, the hard reads coming out. Maybe Chaos, right, from Lucy with the hyper carry.
Yeah.
And start
Oh,
digging.
they're thinking about it too long. Maybe it won't be any of these things. though.
Megamind, okay. I
And
mean, this
he
is a
has
very good
Tempest, he
castle
has
game,
Mass.
actually. Like, there's only
Yeah.
eco
DR,
or buff
right?
spells.
Yeah.
Shepherd. Aristocrat.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we just went over 4.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
I don't
similar
think I've
read for
called any of
Widdowson,
these.
right? Like, you see the Legion spells, and this is a very good aristocrat game.
Let's scale, yeah. He
It's
doesn't
just a good
have-
aristocrat roll.
No, I don't think those tier 6s want to be in the same board, mostly.
No, true. That is
they do
true.
not.
Maybe Boar and Gate can kind of... Yeah, Boar and Phoenix can kind of be on the same board, but...
Not
Or
really,
Gate
right?
can work because you snipe imps, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what do you open into Boar and Gate? Like Flower, Aqua kind of stuff? Or...
I think you just
He has a
reroll
nice roll.
quite soon, to be honest, if you're if you're Widdowson.
Yeah.
he's too late already. He hasn't even gotten through his first roll.
Widdowson does like to do everything last second. He's a thinker. So he does go for just the gate. But he has
Yeah.
good early game, right? So
Yeah.
not the end of the world.
I don't think it's terrible. I don't know what he does on 8, but
Snail is sent
Liz.
into the Archer of Kingdowns, should be fine.
Yeah. Lucy has the Warp Wing, which I think is quite nice with the Shepherd, right?
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
a really
very
good
nice.
opener in general.
Yeah, fair. And I like King's Opener a lot. I think it's one of the best Archer openers for sure.
Agreed.
He does have that question later of like, where does my build go in between Archer and my late game? But
Rogue waves.
yeah, that's definitely going to be part of it. I mean, he has the egg to secure the mid game, but
I think Treant
And-
is also very good on the Archer's weak ways, right? Like, it's super
Mhm.
strong on
Yeah.
5, it's pretty good on 6.
yeah, it's some single target on 6, right? And he has the pack rats, which is like the key for 6.
Yeah, good on 9 too.
Chuvis
Is he
keeps...
ever the optimist?
Oh no, it's Lucy in this lane now. They swapped
Yeah.
sides on Lucy and
Yeah,
Chuvis.
yeah. They've changed sending order. So King sends Chubis now. Interesting.
Yeah,
Kingdoms.
I wonder if
What
that
do
was
you have?
intentional or they just loaded into the lobby differently.
Yeah, who knows? Be a good question in an interview, perhaps.
Kid K taking notes already.
Like that. It's not a
Chubis.
crime.
Second angler gets placed here.
Yeah. Guess he didn't like anything else he could build, so fair enough.
Yeah, he's hit his reroll button already, by the way. Ended
Yeah.
up taking a flower.
Yeah, didn't have anything he liked for 16. I mean, he has already good units for 16, but
Yeah. I'm curious. Uh-oh, what's going on here?
Nah, he's fine, right?
Ah, he's fine, he's fine.
well,
Lucio leak too. 4%, 10%.
Oh, there's actually a hidden hopper.
Yeah.
This will be a leak.
yeah.
Oh my god, they're dead.
They are dead. It's over.
Yeah.
Abrasiate are your champions.
I always thought this is how it would end. A lizard on 3.
King is getting to 60 off that. Same with Chuvas, which is nice for them.
Ooh,
Brilliant.
power send coming out
Wow,
from King into
that kind of
Juvis.
60.
Juvis
Maybe-
pushed as well. He won't be able to get his
Yeah.
bounty hunter. He's going to leak decently.
Yeah, this is trouble in Chuvas Town.
Yeah. I mean, Pipsqueak is
Is he?
broken, don't get me wrong, but his other units are so bad.
Yeah, I mean, these
These
literally
are all
don't do
negative
anything.
value.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, like this is at least. I mean, it's not 90 gold or 80 gold of value, but
Well, let's see.
Oh, it gets the brood on it.
that's the fruit on it. I mean, the pip is really under tanking here, but
It is.
I guess it doesn't really matter that
I
much.
feel like this is how you want the pip to tank until... Like, it's either the pip tanks the brute or the pip under tanks. You know?
And the
Yeah.
pip is your only damage,
Oh.
right?
Oh.
So,
Bummer. Uh-oh,
yeah,
Lucy.
okay. Yeah, there's the emote. Let's go. Oh, but Waldo as well for Lucy. Oh no.
Oops.
Luckily, at least the brute being 18%
Yeah.
HP does limit the king damage. That's important.
That's good.
I think they'll live. Yeah.
But
Barely.
the small things add up.
Wow.
Abrasiat.
Okay, so Chuvas skips here, sells this pirate, and gets into the bounty from the pirate.
Yeah.
I don't love this.
It's not
That
what I
seems wrong.
expected.
That seems wrong to me.
I think it's
sure
okay,
what his
honestly.
plan's
Like, his
gonna be.
alternative is for him to not have pushed on wave 4, and then, like, cap stacks on his angler, right? So I think the upgrade here is worth, especially because he's already so good on 6 with the Pipsqueak.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would have just
maybe.
not sold the Skelly yet and just been like, okay, I won't get the 3 extra mono that I'll receive here from the bounty.
Yeah, I mean, there's an
Yeah.
argument to be made.
Yeah, I guess here is like, what is his plan for 7 now, right? With the bounty now? Like,
Well, he has
Does
masks.
this thing.
He has masks.
Yeah.
He just gets a Hellraiser next.
Can he? Oh yeah, I guess he.
Yeah.
And also,
Anyways,
Lucy's
I-
very strong on 7, right? She has Warp Wing, she has Neko.
Wooderson, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a shift.
Got him.
Shifted
Oh,
big time. Gonna
still
his
can't
first
get the
tier
gate,
6
though.
out.
Bye-bye,
They'll sell the
Howler.
howler. They'll sell the howler.
Yeah, he has to.
Goodbye, Mr. Owu.
Hmm.
Oh, he's in. No, he hasn't rerolled. What's going on? Hello?
He's thinking.
Hello?
He's thinking.
He's having a
He's
think.
thinking about if he does he want a gate on his board with a flower.
King
I would
was
imagine.
thinking about hunting twice.
Yeah, I
He's
think he
in the
decided
thinking.
he doesn't actually want a gate on his board for wave 7 and 8, which
Alright.
is
Interesting. I would have just gated.
I think if he had 5 gold, he would have had a gate on
Oh.
his board. Absolutely, no matter what. Yeah.
I think
Is
he
he
really
going
wants
for
a gate
the-
now.
The fabled 600 value leak to income.
Lucy perfectly tanking, of course.
of course.
I mean, that's a pretty bad
And
leak
Chuvas
there for Widdowson.
Did not.
Yeah,
Yes.
just to a cannoneer, right?
Yeah.
Chuvas will be
Chuvas-
stoked on that.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
My
a lot
lucky
of
day
gold
for him.
Yeah.
3 gold.
and he's not really in trouble next. Lucy queuing up a brute here, trying to
Doesn't
catch
get
that
to it.
archer
Doesn't
weak
get
wave.
to it. I mean, it would have dominated him.
Yeah, he is doing something crazy here.
This is very Chuvas.
Lucy, by the way, is getting brooded, and she has warp wing with two warp wings with a 5-stack cat.
They're actually Chuvas is getting a full send here too.
Yeah, King Dan's deciding to add the Robo here.
I mean, Chuvas's build is not like that good here, especially if his range units die here.
Yeah.
He's pretty high DPS, is he not?
It's like his Tempest is getting sniped.
And now his mask is going down as well.
Yeah.
Mask was his
yeah.
best
Doubling
DPS.
Chuvas down. And
Doubling
one of the
Chuvas
Warplings
down.
died over here, so
It's a decent
Double
leak.
Lucy too.
yeah, they got them.
And Lucy as well. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's death by 1,000 cuts here for Team Smile, but they are going down bit by bit.
Now here's the question: is what does King Dan's play for? Does he just go, elite archer or Trinity archer? Excuse me. Lucy
Yeah.
did save, so he's starting to have to
Yeah.
make decisions.
I don't hate it. I mean, he gives so much tank value. It's probably not even that bad on 9, right? Like, what are you gonna build on 9 besides trees, anyways?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
he'll get a
I
boom
like
tree, right?
this. Yeah,
Oh, and he double hunts.
yeah,
And Widdowson makes the gate as well, so he can be very strong on 9.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's just getting auto sent.
This one is looking to be tough.
Yeah. Here's the first kingpin though.
And that's something. He has the castle as well.
Yeah, he is Castle, Castle
he has
Angler
a-
is a classic.
Yeah.
Flying sovereign with masks.
Look
Chuvas
at the income
scales.
differential, though. So King Dan's, he's
Yeah.
30 income ahead of Chuvas, and both players sent here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chuvas is 150 value ahead of King.
I mean, sure,
True,
but
that's
like,
true.
yeah. 30
King has
gold
also
away
been
will
getting
catch
saved
up.
on, right? So his
Yeah.
worker count is about to. Well, he's had
Oh,
some
here comes the send.
underground workers.
Let's see what
Mullins,
Lucy
I mean,
thinks is best here.
unfortunately, there's a boom tree hidden for those imps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Widdowson can just easily cover, right? Like, he has the gate already on
King's on
board.
value.
On value
Yeah, but
with a
he's on
boom tree
value
as
of
well.
This shit, and I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, Archer actually, with enough time, it actually does some damage.
Yeah, no hermit. Interesting.
Yeah, I went for the Robo and Income instead, it looks like. What is King thinking about? Where to put it?
Yeah.
The perfect spot.
That looks good to me. Archer should tank it.
Winter's gonna shift to get his upgraded tier 6.
I like that, honestly. Like, you
Yeah,
really
I think
don't
that's
expect
right.
a full send here into him.
Totally think it's correct.
It's such a big
Okay,
power spike,
Archer
the
is-
aristocrat player.
Not really tanking, but
Slime Mummy will easily reach
Yeah.
4 mana.
It's actually not tanking at all, is it?
it's actually only
They're split
tank
tanking
one.
perfectly.
There we go.
Oh, and this is where you wish you had a hermit.
Yeah, but
To be
God.
fair, King Dans does have 1265 value on 9. Like,
Yeah.
you
I
kind of
think,
expect
honestly,
to
he
do
could've
well.
held if his Archer had tanked a bit more early,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
But I mean, he'll be happy regardless, right?
Now, Chuvas is looking at a full send into Widdowson here on 10, unaware that Widdowson will be adding that Hellgate
Yeah.
here.
And Ogre not the best against the Hellgate, but maybe
Yeah,
it's enough.
Ghost
right?
Knight
It's
would have
just a
been
Hellgate.
really nice, actually, and Chuvas was only a little bit shy.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, if King had done a bit worse and the wave had been a bit longer,
This
That's
game is looking
brutal.
real one-sided right now. Abraxia absolutely flying here. And I feel like if
Yes.
Widdowson holds here, he probably can't hold, right? Like, his other units are pretty bad.
I think he kills the ogre. Probably gets like 50% of the boss.
unless his like range sends do something terrible and or his range summons start like focusing random stuff.
Well, the ankle goes down, so the
Yeah.
Sens won't die.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stacking
this is
that's-
absolute whist targeting.
Oh, no.
That is terrible.
Yeah. I mean, he is gonna get the last summon.
This is a big leak though for Widdowson.
Yeah. Lucy does leak small as well, but King holding the double brute, but actually got a bit weakened, so he's really not covering much.
He won't cover. Yeah, there's still a decent amount of
That's-
damage. They have full
That's
attack though.
something. And now the castle kicks in. Maybe this is true as this game. Hyper carry on this sovereign.
I think
maybe?
Lucy saves, he sends. Yeah, okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, but look at
We're
this,
getting
right?
there.
So Widdowson and Chuvas have equal income, and that's after Chuvas's castle power spike has just kicked in.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
Witter's about to build another gate, which is even
Yeah,
more
it's
income.
more
Yeah,
income.
yeah.
We'll see what can happen here.
He's
Yeah,
in his
we're not-
reroll right now,
Oh.
I think, is Widdowson.
Here's this,
That-
by the way. Egg
That
into a
makes things
save.
hard. That makes things hard.
Egg into a save.
Egg is such a win more unit, right? Like when you're ahead and you just start egging, it feels so bad to be the opponent.
And he can hold 12 quite easily. I mean, even the egg dies, which is likely if there's a send. It's fine, right? He
Yeah, it's
absorbs the
fine, yeah,
pressure
yeah.
and holds.
Yeah.
Hyper carry on that gate.
And that's so
Yeah,
good.
I'm just not sure where they're supposed to go from here for Lucy and
Maybe
Chuvas.
14 straight from Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Game
but
4, maybe?
Isn't she might just be starting to feed a bunch of gold to Witter?
Oh, she is, yeah.
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 Unforced as well.
So I
it's
think-
it's Cannoneer
Oh.
regen, the deadly combo. And Chuvas as well.
Cannoneer regen. Watch out.
Yeah.
Not sure here.
This
He's
is really
thinking to go
bad. Like they're
14 though,
already
right?
behind and they're just giving away more gold.
Hmm. Snail.
Alright.
That's big.
No.
Surely King's gonna
Should-
hunt here. Ah, he's actually feeling a bit scared of
Yeah.
his egg, right? Like Lucy has 300 mythium, he can feel
He
it.
did hunt.
Okay. I take it back.
He's scared it.
He's scarant. And when that egg hatches, King Dan's power score is just gonna go through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the hypercarry is ticking on Widdowson's Hellgate. Lucy and Chuvis both took it as well. I mean, Chuvis has a good combo. Flying
Yeah.
Sovereign.
Yeah, it could be that Lucy sends full here, Chivas incomes,
Yeah.
and then they just build full for 15 and hope that that they just get it correct.
King will be on value, right? If he wants to be.
He'll be above value, I think. Oh no, he's just barely under, but
But here's the thing, like the longer that Lucy goes, the more punishing it is if King does even remotely well against the send.
yeah, he's gonna hold, I think, whatever the send is quite well.
Have the OT now for the gates.
Wow, that combo is very rude. Hyper carry Ocean Templar gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Chivas he's got a role of his own, but
Wooderson spam pinging King to build the rest of his money, so King built another looter.
Here come the Giga Mimics. We've seen them work wonders already in this series. Will this be enough to
Eyes
bring
into
Team
Chivas.
Smile back from the brink?
I mean, if Truvis holds here, they have a chance, right?
It's a tall ask, though.
Yeah.
King Dan's just barely missing the second 4 eyes in income by about 2 Mythium. Will still go for it post income, of course.
Yeah.
But doesn't this other 4 eyes land on this?
Yeah, it looks like it would right now.
The crucial thing is that it's left, right? So it should go on the Sovereign fairly quickly.
Yeah, well, and he also just doesn't have a lot of units on his board.
Yeah. Now, King Downs should do very well here, I feel, with the triple Trinity Archer and a bunch of Slime Mummies as well. Widdowson, I mean, Gate, not typically the best unit on 14, but that Gate is so buffed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just absolutely
Wow,
slapping the
Mimic
wave.
just got one shot.
Yeah. King Downs is chilling, the 4 eyes is... Oh, he didn't send 2 4 eyes, actually, just stuck with 1. But the Sovereign goes down for Lucy. Chuvis has done very well, but not well enough. That's 60% for him. Lucy not far
dead.
behind, and there is the GG. So it looks like Abraceat now 2-1 in the lead here in the finals. They are on match point.
King Dan's woke up a little. There we go, big dog.
That's what it took.
No more messing around.
Right.
All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Abraceat are on match point here in the grand finals. One more game needed, and they will be your Nova Cup champions. So Lucy and Chuvis absolutely battling for their lives now as we go into game 4. What are you guys thinking? Do they have a hope of bringing it back, or will this just be Abraceat on the back of the momentum carrying it home for a 3-1? What do you think?
I think they'll
Probably
bring it
4 or 5.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they let the early game kind of slip there.
Yeah.
Lucy got a little hungry about breaking King.
Yeah.
And if like she just incomes on 7, her game gets way better. So
Yeah, I also think like they just messed up early game individually, right? Like they just leaked to income on 4 on 3.
yeah, and Chivas playing Castle, selling or getting brooded on 4 into selling the Scallywag on 5 for the bounty. Like he's playing down a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, he didn't pick Castle, right? That was a Megamind. I don't know if Chuvis is much of a Castle player. It kind of goes without saying that everyone can play everything at this level, but I think it's probably not his best mastermind, it's fair to say. He tends to play more of the income-heavy playstyle.
This is true.
That's fair. That's fair.
I hope to see. Well, Witterson will play champion.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
haven't
that's
knocked it off
definitely-
yet, right? So Widdowson has
Or
champion
maybe
available.
minor.
Yeah, Miner's available, Shepherd's available. What else? So Chaos and Redraw are both gone. They used those up early. Fiesta Cartel's on the cards as well. We've seen it used pretty well so far this tourney. Available for both teams, actually.
I don't get the sense that Lucy and Chubis will play Fiesta Cartel, but maybe they feel with backs against the walls here will come out.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is their last chance. They need to win this one to stay in the tournament. I think they have to go for their best masterminds here, right? Which I guess for me would be Chaos Lucy. I don't know, Chuvis. Maybe it depends on the
Chubis can do
spells.
anything.
Whatever he's feeling.
All
He's a
right.
star.
Well,
Chaos.
Here's game 4. Let's go.
Champion.
And there is the Lucy Chaos snap pick.
Fortunately, not the greatest.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just a game ahead and
You're just the game ahead with your. Yeah. The clock was
and
off.
there we go.
Kid, you should play some Nova. Like, you're all over these mastermind picks.
Wow.
Yeah.
My teammate and I aren't speaking, so
We're speaking right now. What do you mean?
King has a really good Shepherd role. I
Yeah,
think.
like great early game options.
I'm pretty sure you can just play like
And
the Gate Guard unit in a Ranger and a Peewee and be happy with anything.
Yeah.
So
Witterson has some options as well. You can play for that Titan Phoenix this game, looks like.
she was in the reroll. You can see that he plays his Bone Warriors in the
Mhm.
Fire Archer pattern, just in case.
In the truest pattern.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
what did he change? Oh, he picked up a Willowshroom and
Yeah,
a
dropped his
Bazooka.
Harpy for Flower and
All
Harpy,
right.
yeah.
Doesn't
Okay,
this
yeah,
leak,
like
by the
that.
way? Isn't it like it has to be half
The
a square
super long
higher
wave.
or something? I don't know. I need to watch more Atrocity streams.
No. This is fine how he has it right now. You only need 2 on the first wave.
I don't know about that, Kidius. Are you sure?
No, so. Well,
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. I mean, the split tanking is pretty nice.
God. Uh-oh. Oh,
guys.
man.
Kid K in
Oh,
absolute shambles
man.
here with the prediction leaking to no send. It was, of course, a given.
No, what the fuck is going on here?
Alright, that's it. You're off the cast.
40 cent here. Unfortunately, it's a champion archer, so Witterson not sweating at all.
Nope.
Does he add? He will.
He does that.
Yeah.
What?
Not
There's
adding
no
would be
reason
crazy.
not to, right? There's.
I'm kind of curious how the
Oh,
champion archer
surely
does versus
even
2
a
snails.
champion archer would leak badly to double snail with no split, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This champion stuff is crazy, man.
Champion is crazy, but the entire wave on an archer all at once?
Yeah. Lucy leaks this, right?
Let's see. Her thing does go down.
Yeah.
I think the only way you don't leak with this is if the copter doesn't tank any, which is always awkward.
Yeah. I mean, I think you would have to tank just the snail, right? That's like the only
Yeah.
variation, maybe? I don't know. Unless Greendale was just a crank. I think it'd crank it, though.
It crank not.
It's kind of fine though. Like everybody's on six
Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
workers. Lucy doesn't mind this leak, I don't think. The wave one no
Yeah.
send leak was a bit less favourable from Tuvis, obviously.
A bit.
Yeah.
Question
Here
is,
comes
like,
the Fiend from King Dan's. Tuvis has the Shroom, but isn't that way too high up? Like, won't the Fire
Well,
Archer just?
I think he's saving versus explicitly the Fiend or Brute, whichever he thinks he's getting here.
Yeah, okay.
is Lucy gonna be okay with no build against this
BT?
team?
I believe
This
she
unit is pretty good on wave 3 Othma, let me tell you.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, the Fire Archer tanks nothing. Like, the ability's completely wasted.
Oh, it literally tanks nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
wow.
very high inside the circle. And he won't kill the Fiend either? No, he
No,
won't.
he do.
I think the Fire Archer's got it, but it won't kill much else. Yeah,
that
72%
doesn't
leak
seem
there
right.
for Tuvis.
Uh-oh.
And
And the
Lucy.
haters told me it couldn't be weak.
Yeah. There's the Waldo.
Yeah,
maybe
another
it's-
rough early game.
Maybe it's Brutes here. Could be better.
It looks
Brutes
like
for
Brutes
everyone.
from both Witterson and Lucy.
Brutes around, fellas. Brutes
And
around.
Tuvis is on the Brute train as
Everyone.
well.
Jeez.
But
But Lucy's in trouble, right?
Talking about units which are good on waves, I have it on good authority that a champion elite archer, pretty good on wave 4.
Yeah, I mean, Gate Guard, not so much.
Not
But
as good, no.
No, but Witter's so good at this mastermind. He's chilling.
Yeah.
no. Let's see, 80 for everyone.
Second archer here for Chubis. Let's see if it is
Yeah.
able to
And
kite
he's getting
some
the
damage.
smallest send. It's really he should
He's
be
fine.
done.
Oh, so this does.
It's tanking 2 this wave. It may
Now
have
it
tanked like
tanks.
1 hopper last wave, but it just didn't do any damage, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Lucy has really good
Champion
split aggro, but it looks like a
Archer.
leak.
Lucy
Not
does pretty
quite.
well.
It is leaking. And King Downs
So
as well.
Chubis, it's all you.
Chubis, I
Wow.
think, will leak very small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're about equal.
But there's 2 brutes
Yeah.
reaching the king on the side of Abrasia. We know this is a ton
Yeah.
of damage on 4.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, are they
one extra
dead?
king up though.
They may be dead. No, no, they live. Okay.
It's
Makes
close.
them
Wow.
Team Smile
that's
dropping
a lot of
low.
damage.
Real low.
They're gonna save now? Yep.
Yeah, and I think they can just go 7 in this game.
7 is coming.
Yeah. Big trouble in Smile Land.
I wonder if Chubis was meant to start Nightmare.
How do they
What a
survive
weird-
7 actually? Like, I know Chubis has
Yeah.
Nightmare in his role, but if there's Mimic coming out, which already looks like the best send into Chubis's build,
Yeah.
they just die, right?
Yeah, I don't really see how they can live. I mean, maybe Lucy will roll something insane for 7. That's all I can see right now, because if there's a long wave 6 as well, it's just,
Duma, right?
oh, there's gonna be, might be a long wave 5.
Oh, if Chubis leaks here, this is very bad for them.
He's not.
Oh, they,
Unless they
are
get a
going for an
big 6
undercut
open
play,
here.
though. Okay.
Yeah, maybe this is their plan.
Okay.
The thing is, if it doesn't work well enough, it's a guaranteed loss. So
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I can respect it though.
If they leak Abraciate here, but don't just get like insane amounts of gold, they will straight up die on 7, like guaranteed.
He
And Lucy-
overpushed to the
Lucy
DP.
only has a Poda to add.
Hmm.
Oh, she goes for the steeds. Okay.
She can still hit next wave.
But
Something
these
with the
things here are
seeds.
pretty good for King Downs, though.
Yeah. Witterson is gonna leak. That's for sure.
Widderson will
Wait,
be
does she
doing
get
some
the
leaking here,
fruit?
indeed.
Oh, she did.
She does, okay.
I don't know if Witter's even leaking that hard.
Archer only tanked... Oh no, it is tanking 2. Okay, that's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
it's pretty good split technique for sure.
First Gate Guard goes down without the second summon, though.
Wow.
But King
Champion
Downs
is
just
looking
holds.
really, really nasty.
King just holds. Yeah. And
Yeah,
this is exactly
and-
what we said, right? Like if
I think
they
they're dead.
pro leak here, it's just a guaranteed loss.
GG.
Here
comes the yellow guys.
The king, and king is going boom.
Yep.
They might even have enough. They can maybe get to Armin as well.
Yeah, Lucy didn't even get anything fun here.
Yeah, gun and the prayer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do they race themselves? No, they
I
go
think
king
they're
ups
gonna do
after
full
info.
king ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full King Ups is definitely the play, right? Like you know the yellow guy's coming, you have to have as much King attack as humanly possible. And like
Yeah.
the alternative is that you have 18 more gold. I'm pretty sure they die here.
Yeah.
It feels like they're not clearing more than like 60% each.
Agreed. That sounds like a safe estimate.
Finally, 8 king attacks.
It's not going to be enough though, right? Like the ogre is just devastating. Speaking of the
I
yellow
don't know,
guy,
this Nightmare's doing pretty good work.
this
It's a
tanking
good
is
split
really
tank.
nice.
Yeah,
Like
Maybe
really
Judas is
nice.
actually-
Holy moly!
just a
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I just don't think it matters though. Like that we have
No,
mimic ogre brute reaching the king. Sure, they actually have
think
the king
that's-
attack this time, but
They live, they live.
ain't no way.
Promise.
No, no promises.
All right, let's get the
Just a
Shikos
dream.
out. Shikos out for the lads.
Aye.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
is Abersiert.
Abersiert are your Nova Cup champions here in March. It's been a minute since we had these guys here. Let's see if we can get them in for a winner's interview. Let's, where's my Wibberman? There he is. Nice series, though, right? What do you think about that last game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just another early game masterclass.
Yeah.
Like, if they're just not the ones making the mistakes, and then they just punish them so hard.
Mm-hmm. All right, these guys should be joining us fairly soon, I would think.
Hello.
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 Hey,
Hello.
Congratulations, guys. I was just saying it's been a minute since we've had you guys here on the winners interview, so it's very nice to have you back. Congratulations and very well played.
Thank you.
So what was the difference this month? Is it all the grinding on the ladder you've been doing, or you just decided to stop messing around and win it back again? What do you think?
Well, I grinded a lot, so I'm glad that it paid off and we didn't drop out on day one.
yeah.
Day one was not looking too hot for the first minute, but yeah, luckily we made it happen.
Yeah. I mean, not knocking out Barnes Kieran on day one as well, by the way. Like, we kind of were talking about it a lot on the cast, but that's like a really common grand final matchup, and it was played out in the last chance match on Saturday. That was crazy already. Like, what do you guys think about the way day one played out before we even talk about these finals?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting, but I guess it played out perfectly for us. We were able to knock out the good opponents. Then we faced an unexpected opponent in the semi-final, even though we were in the lower bracket.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty surprising, but it was perfect for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And,
Two game 7 wins today. What are we thinking about this big yellow guy that you're sending over there?
Guy is ridiculous. This is not fun. I think they should definitely nerf the king damage on 7 a little bit from the big mercenaries. Also from Mimic, for example, beginning wave 5, wave 6. It's just a bit stupid and not very nice to lose like that. But yeah, we had to abuse it this time.
I mean, the ogre in particular, right? Because the life steal is just the king cannot deal. It can't do anything. If you don't have like maximum king attack and a healthy king, you just can't kill the big yellow guy because it out heals the king damage. Yeah, we saw it be lethal a couple of times here again on the final game.
Yeah, they even made the right play to skip income to put as much into king attack as possible.
Yeah.
And it still wasn't close to be enough.
Yeah. It's pretty wild actually, and the meta is really aggressive right now. I think we had one game go to 19, and every other game has ended fairly early. Like, are you enjoying current meta, or what do you think?
No, it's hard to tell because in ranked, this is not the meta. In
No,
ranked,
not
you
at
just
all.
an income
No.
every wave.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, I don't really enjoy this meta that much. I would much rather play Chaos and go until wave 20.
Yeah, even with like the full income spells, right? Which I think we had in the game there, or the one before anyway. Games are still being played out very aggressively. Like, nobody's really playing to scale. Sometimes it happens as a byproduct, but it looks like people are trying to close games out by wave 10, 11 pretty much all the time right now.
But to be honest, in solo queue, I think the meta is pretty different because there are a lot of long games. And the tricky part about this patch right now is you can do a lot of king damage on 3 to 7. But it oftentimes happens if you drop them low and they survive, and you try to kill them on 10 or 11, and they oftentimes survive, and then the game just changes entirely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there are also a good amount of long games. So I think the meta is okay. Just nerf the early mercenary damage a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you think about champion right now?
It's for sure my favorite, and that can also help you really one trick, two trick some builds. Like in solo queue, for example, I really love playing the Pota or the Pipsqueak with champion. I'm already getting flamed for only playing the same builds, but yeah, it's really strong. You can abuse it, and I think it's also not unbalanced, to be honest, because you can play around it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it pretty much perfect example of the gameplay you were talking about, Widdowson, was that game, the one game actually that Team Smile did win. I think you guys were down on like 3% King HP wave 10 and managed to stay in the game. I think you ended up losing on 19 in the end there, but given that you were basically dead on 10, you made it a really close match. So yeah, would have felt, I think, quite bad for Team Smile if they had lost that one, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it turns out as well, it was kind of lucky for you guys that Fuzzlebear had to dip on day 2 because they 2-0'd you yesterday, right?
No, we won the first one though.
Oh, you won the... Okay, yeah, okay. So it was 2-1.
It was surprising. They played insanely well. I really didn't expect that.
Yeah. It was 2-0 against Barnes Kieran, I think they won. That was... They played so well yesterday. Like, it was... Day 1 games were really, really fun. I mean, the games here obviously were really fun to watch as well. But yeah, that was Team Smile with the MVPs yesterday for sure. So any kind of words of commiserations to your opponents from you guys?
Well, first of all, let's all send some prayers to Fizzlebear's family and to his kid and hope everything goes well. It's like always a very bad message when somebody is very sick, so hopefully everything is okay. And thanks, Lucy, for jumping in, but at the same time, I thought it was a bit weird that she was allowed to play, but yeah, that's another topic. But yeah, they obviously played really well. I'm also very happy for Juvis. I always loved Juvis, and I'm glad to see him perform so well in the tournaments.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very, very fun.
Yeah, for sure. And hopefully Juvis and Fuzzlebear can make it back next month, right? Because the way they played this time around, I would love to see that team again next month. Yeah. All right. Any more questions from my co-casters?
No questions for me. Just was a lot of fun watching you guys get another victory. It's been a while, so always love watching you guys play.
Thanks.
Yeah, a lot of fun, guys.
Gideus, you there?
Yep. All good on my end. Thanks for playing, guys. Always a joy, always a delight. Sad to say that I missed day 1, but it sounds pretty exciting, so I'll have to go back and watch some of that. And yeah, I guess I'll shout out Schnurd while I can. He always runs a tight ship over here, and he's fielding all the weird questions that come up, and he's kind of the GOAT of Nova. So yeah,
unsung hero. Yeah, so from me then, a massive thank you to both of my co-casters today and yesterday. It's been really fun to cast with you guys, an absolute pleasure. And a massive congratulations to King and Widdowson for a well-deserved victory after some time in the wilderness, it has to be said. So great to get you guys back on the champion stage here. Thank you to all the viewers. We hope you've enjoyed the show. And we want to say make sure to come back again next month for another Nova Cup. But until then, that's enough from me. Any last words from our winners?
I'm good today. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I already look forward to watch the cast of you guys.
Awesome. All right, well, that's everything we have time for on the show today. So, guys, make sure you're back for next month's Nova Cup. Sign up, watch, play, all of that stuff. Until then, we will see you next month. Goodbye.